Hey,
Law.
my guy right here.
Dak attack.
Dak attack is the one right here. Oh, wait a minute. He's the one. Yeah, he's coming.
Huh?
Knock it off, man.
Come on. Hey, get it first. Hey.
Mark, over here.
Mark. When you get Mark get finished.
Hold on, we got to do
You gotta get him.
Dak attack. Come here.
Virgin.
Talk to the Game Time Brian people in the chat. This is Dak Attack. I'm Game Time Brian. So I got a YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
About 45K. This is the man here. He's on a roll. We know this is the man. Come on now. Raw Nation.
My brother from another mother.
Talk to the man.
Don't look like Danny Glover, but I keep it cool with all of you guys. Come on. Hey, y'all know that this is not rehearsed. Cowboy Nation staying tall or not at all, because the Cowboys, by the way, if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it.
There you go.
Night to give up your time and peace and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tongue in cheek. If life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you are glad to go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan for it, and lose
Oh,
all
yeah. You got more than you wanted.
Oh, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity. Strength, sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, or famish, or fame, or the sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want.
Yo, Dak Attack, get in here. They're loving you. They're loving you.
If
Hey,
Donovan
man.
Brim
Hey,
and
look, man,
besieged
I'm
and
just here
beset
so get
with
fine.
the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, guess what? You can get it. Let's
Yeah! There you go.
We got my guy.
I got Niners fan in here saying
His
preach.
First autograph signing. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Lay it on.
Yeah.
You got to get in there, Phil.
Lay it on.
Dak attack. There you go.
There we go.
They love this some Dak Attack.
Yeah. Let me rock this one time.
Go ahead. Yeah, let's go.
Come on with it.
Yeah. Look at that. Thank you, sir.
There you go, Sean.
Good afternoon, everybody. And first and foremost, thank you for your service. Thank you for the ones that we've lost. If you see way back in the corner there, that's just one of many burial flags I have from family members that have served and sacrificed for me to you to have a live stream, to talk crap and have fun. Because that's what this is. This is fun. Again, happy Memorial Day, everybody. Again, long way to go before the start of the season, but we are here for the people. I sent out the bat signal to Loyal and Chris and everybody. I said, you guys want to do a live stream on Memorial Day? It is raining here in South Jersey. I would imagine it's kind of that way where you're at, right, Loyal?
It was. This is dry now.
Yeah. So we want to do a live stream. We'll go as long as we feel like going. I will put the Zoom link in the chat shortly for everybody who wants to join in to experience what it is to be a part of the Zoom crew. I have not yet lowered the game time crew yet. I'm going to drop it to $1.99. But trying to get the channel membership up. Now's the time to do it so we can go on our trips and bring you all the great content. Chris May, what's going on, brother? How are you doing?
Pretty good, brother. How you doing? And
Nice hoodie, brother. Nice hoodie. Nice.
thank you very much. Very comfortable.
Yeah, it is comfortable. It's a little warm. I don't normally, I've owed you that for a while for all the work you do and help me out.
You know what, man? Honestly, and I'm like one of those people that could take heat like nothing. I don't know why. I'm in it right now and I'm still cold.
Yeah.
So
okay,
and it's
cool,
warm, so
cool. Yeah,
I'm good.
very good. Listen, were you working today, D? All right, D's going to work. Everybody's having fun. She's heading into work. Hard worker, D. Very cool. Be careful driving there. Melvin, what's up? Law be sounding like you doing a wrestling promo.
I'm just leaving work, Brian.
Oh, shit.
I'm leaving work now.
So it's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Very good, D. Very good. Be careful getting home. Yeah, that was a clip from a couple of years ago where we went out to Dallas, hung out with, at that time, it was, Dak Attack? That's what his name was, I think. It was Dak Attack. Now it's Attack on Cowboys. I don't know what he was cool. He was a nice guy. There's a lot behind the story there. Those two guys in that video don't talk to each other too much anymore. Again, YouTube BS, everybody. When I tell you, you only know the half of it. You only know the half of it. So, thank you, everybody that's here hanging out with us. What's up, Bruce? How you doing, brother? Melvin's in the house. Vinny Hagan. Vinny, hop in here, man. Again, you live not too far from me, Vinny. You know it's miserable out. I will go outside. I do have it covered up. I have on my deck, I got it covers my flat top out there, my grill. So I'll go out there and do something. I'm not doing anything too ridiculous today. The bird section's in the house. It was nice having Leo back, man. Leo, it was fun.
Game time is because I'm driving, so if I jump off, I'll jump back on my computer.
All right,
I
brother.
didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. Are you headed home?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Just driving.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the Zoom link in here, everybody. It's a holiday. Anybody wants to join in, please join in. All you gotta do is you just have to have Zoom. So and if you click the link and you don't have Zoom, it ain't gonna work. So
What's up, Wade? What's the word in Dallas, man?
yeah, what's the word in Dallas, man?
I'm not in Dallas.
Well, you're around there, right?
Yeah,
You're in Texas, right?
you
I'm
in the
nowhere
state.
near Dallas.
Yeah, you're in the state. Wade's down south. Tell everybody where you're at, Wade.
Oh, right now I'm in Austin, but I was in South Texas seeing my mom and dad. So
What's up,
seeing
Lee
my mom
Commander?
and dad.
Is there a golden corral in your future?
I don't know.
Lead commander wants to know if there's a golden corral in the future. I'll tell you one thing. When me and Wade, we went to the
Somewhere
draft,
down the line.
we went to the draft. We got out. He wanted to go to a mall. We needed to get out of the house, Chris. We needed to get out. There was too many people in a small area. Wade's like, we need to get out of here. Mark was holding court, arguing arguing
We
with
should have
people.
just sat in Ditka's bar and just drank.
Yeah.
Heavy
Well,
beers.
well, we ended up going to the mall. We walked around. We bought some. Some T-shirts, and we had fun. But right outside the mall was the Golden Corral, and Wade started shaking a little bit. Wade had the shakes, like he needed his fix. I'm like, Wade, I'm not going to that Golden Corral. It's not happening.
Yeah, Ditka's bar was like right by the mall too, which is like I thought we didn't go in there, but
Well,
I wish we could have. It would have been
next
cool,
time.
but
Yeah, it is.
it's a good little spot though. It looked like a good little hangout spot.
You know what it looked like? It looked like, it did look like a cool place, but we were running back to get to the hotel, back to the house with all the bitching and moaning, right? But it was fun. But anyway, as we sit here today, I want to give a shout out. I want to cover this first, everybody. And again, this is an open forum. You could talk about whatever you want, but shout out to CeeDee Lamb. I don't know if you guys heard what CeeDee Lamb did. CeeDee Lamb was offered a mega deal, to sponsor a particular product, and he turned them down, millions of dollars. Again, he turned them down. And I give CD a lot of credit here. He goes, I may not be from Alabama, but I've seen firsthand the struggles of the people who worked hard to feed this country. I won't take money from companies that profit off the exploitation of farmers. They deserve respect, not to be taken advantage of. Again, shout out to CD Lamb.
That's my man. That's my man.
Yeah, shout out to him. He gets a bad rap, everybody. And, I find it funny, Chris, how we are going to turn our back on CeeDee Lamb to a...
Never did. I never did.
Not you, but I mean, like the George Pickens. I love George. I want him to be a part of it. George Pickens has just came out and said, we could not agree on a contract at this time, but my hope is to, after this year, on a long-term deal. So George Pickens may be in it for the long haul, may be in it, or he's giving lip service. We don't know, but I find it funny that people are so willing to turn their back on CD when he plays outside. He plays inside. He runs all the routes. He doesn't loaf. Yeah, he may drop a few balls. He is nowhere near the top of the league in drops last year. Literally below, not even in the top 10, not even close. But we understand how that, listen, we understand that playing with the star on your helmet brings certain amount of pressure, right? It brings pressure. And when you're on prime time every other week, right, and you haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years, mind you, half the league hasn't won a Super Bowl, but it doesn't matter. There's a different standard for the Cowboys, and rightly so. I'm not saying woe is me. Again, shout out to CeeDee Lamb for saying, no, I don't need your money. Let's be honest, everybody, without the farmers, and I got news for you. Where I work, it's a farming town. Okay, everybody thinks I live in New Jersey. I'm like, it's a city. I live out in the middle of nowhere, everybody. Jimbo will tell you. I don't see him in here. Jimbo will tell you I live out in the middle of nowhere. We rely on the farmers. And not for nothing, but most legal workers don't want to do that job.
They won't either. Most of them don't. It's hard work.
I'm not trying to be controversial here. I remember when I was a kid, I picked blueberries for one summer, and that was literally the hardest thing I've ever done. I'm literally 5 minutes from the blueberry capital of the world. Literally, any blueberry that you get is either from China or from the where I work, the town that I work. So every Friday, Chris, we have the line going out the door, or at least it has lowered. But especially in the summer, because all the farm workers are sending money back home that they make all week. And again, shout out to CD, for doing the right thing.
Standing up for somebody he believes in too. I have respect for that. So I don't know how you get dog him for that when you think about others too. So.
Just catch the damn football too, CD.
Yeah, please. Get some stick 'em. Go talk to Jerry. Maybe he can help you. Rice, not Jerry Jones.
It's funny how we kind of like, we'll let. I've heard other people say, we may let him go. Well, okay. In the words of Jerry Jones, man.
Settle down there now. Settle down there.
Settle down just a little bit.
Right?
Settle
Settle
down.
down just a little bit. Everybody take a breath. Let's enjoy what we got in front of us while it's here. Let's stop
Hey,
looking for the
Marcus, I
future.
do.
What's going on? We got Joe DeMasi, Marcus Blackman in here. We got D on the way home from work. Walker Wade heading to the lot. And Chris May. What's going on,
Driving back to
everybody?
Dallas. Ain't nothing much going on in Dallas though. It's silent.
It's about the Knicks right now. If I want to be honest about it,
It's
Let's
about
go
the
Knicks.
Spurs right now, baby. Doesn't
I
matter
gotta
what
tell
anyone
you-
else does.
I
oh
gotta
my
tell
God,
you,
that was a great win.
Marcus.
That was a great win, though.
Them
KC,
Lakers.
I gotta tell you what my man from the Knicks, Philadelphia Zone, has done. He has turned himself into an unbelievable player,
Yes, Mikal Bridges, you're talking.
dude.
Yes,
Oh.
he was hot trash, man. He had to get it right, you know.
I mean, you have to respect them. I mean, you have to respect what they're doing. Both of them. I mean, both
Yeah.
of the local kids. So, shout
they're
out.
doing well.
Wade switched up from the Mavs to the Spurs. Now he's always been a Spurs
No,
guy.
I'm from South Texas. I've always been a Spurs fan.
That's the team. That's
Eagles
right.
Drew, hop in and say
I've
hello.
always
brother.
been a Spurs fan. You see? Hold on, I got my Spurs
I gotta call
shit
you, Drew.
on
Shit, I
right
forgot.
now, baby.
Hey, wait.
Hell
They said Popovich had a talk with them boys before the game. Must have worked.
He talked with him. Well, no, he had to talk with him
Yeah.
after that third game they got
That's
destroyed in.
That's right. They said Pop spoke to him.
Came
That's
down
right.
and said he came down and told him this ain't Spurs basketball right here.
That's right.
For the wings today.
All right, let's get these super chats rolling so I can give away some merch. I'll make it cheap. There you go, everybody. But anyway, as we D, look at D. I gotta mute her.
What's on?
I'm gonna mute you, D. You order your
It's like,
lattes.
Mavericks. I'm like, I'm here in Dallas, but it's just like the Mavericks. I don't know how anyone can root for the Mavericks after what they did. The way they just blew that thing up and just shipped old Luka
Yeah.
off.
Come on,
Yeah, that was
guys,
tough.
hop in the Zoom call
Hey,
if you want. I
You
want to
guys'
see.
losses are Lakers gain.
Hey, Bruce, hop in here,
So we can just get rid of that
Let's
old
break
man
bread.
on the team now.
Yes.
That
Everybody
wannabe
hop
goat.
in the Zoom call. Experience it. Let's break some bread here.
You down here, Bruce Banner. I never saw your face, son.
I know what he looks like. I see him on Facebook. Come on, brother.
geez,
Hop
Hey,
in here
sit
and talk
there
some
and
shit.
talk as you. Here, I'll talk some Eagle stuff.
Do I need my Tylenol 3? Are you going to work, Drew? I bet you Drew's going to work or at work.
Stay at work.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Yeah. Well,
That's
can
the way I
barely
feel
hear it.
about
Yeah.
Sons of Beaches.
Forget
pride
the
and
Spurs. Y'all
misery.
see oh, yeah. You
What's up?
Clemente. Dude. Hey, Bruce, send me a friend request on Facebook. I'm trying to grow my Facebook because my Twitter got hacked and I don't even feel like dealing with it. Eagles Drew, don't forget the stool softeners. Yeah, I don't know. You're at work. Of course, you're a hardworking man, Drew. You're hard. Drew's going to be starting a YouTube channel up. I got to help him out a little bit, so I'm going to try and help him out. And I'll collab with him. As long as as long as he's stays in line. No, I'm joking, Drew. I'm joking. Rest in peace. Well, let's get to one thing at a time here. Let's talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Anything and everything is on the table. Again, we could talk crap football, but it's not much happening right now. You don't have a Facebook? I did see a Bruce Banner pop up. Maybe it's another guy then. So, all right. Let's see. It was a young dude. Let's see. CD plays scared versus the Eagles. Always lots of big drops. Ghost face. I'm not going to argue with you. I don't know that it's scared. We don't know what's going on in their head. My guess is he ain't scared. It's a lack of concentration or over. Sometimes if you try too hard, right, guys? Marcus, if you try too hard, I think CD wants to win. He's done everything else. He's made the money, right? He's made the Pro Bowls. He's made the All Pros. What else is left to do, Marcus, for CD Lamb?
Only thing left is raising that Lombardi. That's about it.
And that goes the same thing for Dak Prescott.
Same thing for Dak Prescott as well.
And that's why I
They
say
can-
no
they can
excuses,
all these-
Marcus.
Let him get Pro Bowls and get all his money, but it won't
Did
be
you see,
solidified.
Marcus, where
when they get the-
Vegas upped the Dallas win total a full game?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
It went from 8.5 to 9.5. Remember, I told
Mhm.
everybody, I'm like, I didn't
Oh,
think.
9.5
I knew
now.
that was gonna happen.
Yeah. MGM.
Yeah.
I
it'd
think.
be up to
I
10.
think. What do you call? What's the other one? DraftKings still has it. I think they went to 9, but everybody else went to 9.5. Eagles are still leading the division at 10.5. So it'll be interesting. But like we thought, like we've been talking about, Marcus, the Giants' floor has come up to 7.5, and the Commanders are only 7.5. So if I'm lead commander, I'm dumping some money in on the Commandos to have more wins than 7.5. Giants, I don't know. That's right around where I have them. Dallas, now that it's gone up to 9.5, that's like right where I have them, you know? So
Yeah.
as a fan, Marcus, I'm going to bet the over and hope that they do it.
Right.
You know, and Eagles at 10.5, maybe the opposite. I mean, you may want to.
Looking at that is the opposite, right? Right.
I mean, I'm not
seeing
saying
too
they're
much.
not going to win a division, but
Right.
10.5 is high,
High.
right?
It's
For
very
that
high.
schedule?
Yeah.
So,
the
can you guys
Giants
hear me?
can give
Yeah, we
that.
got you, Joe. What's up, brother?
Giants gonna be good.
Okay,
They'll-
sorry,
they'll
man.
be
I've been
good.
testing out this mic. I just got it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it sounds good, brother. It
Yeah,
sounds.
Oh, thank you, man. It's a blue Yeti. if
Yeah,
anybody's in-
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I got it on Amazon. It was pretty cheap. I like it.
Yeah.
Just got to get some headphones.
Yeah. Now let me ask you: are you going XLR or is that USB?
It's USB.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
Phil does. He refuses.
Yeah.
You know, he refuses to go XLR, but XLR is more money, more shit involved. USB is easy.
Right.
I don't know
You
that
just
you
be
want.
wired, man. That's what I do. That way I don't have that
Well, I know
latency
Chris
lag
May
crap.
knows. I know Brian knows. This mic here, the Shure SM7B. This is like the I have expensive taste when it comes to things. I want what I want, and that was one of the first things I bought, Chris. This thing is pricey as hell. This mic, but it should last me forever. Not
That's what
gonna
mine
lie.
is. Just a blue mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you know, you know. You're on your own, Drew, says D Moore. Football fanatic. No more deer in the headlights, Dak, please. Football fanatic. Please share with us. I wish you were in the Zoom call, brother. Please share with us what happened on or listen, if the bird section, if Leo's there, hop on. What happened? They were talking bad about Caleb Downs. How could you possibly talk bad about a
Who
Caleb
talking
Downs?
bad about Caleb Downs? What the hell?
Listen, D, God
Only your
forbid
two
we're
haters.
allowed to have shiny objects, you know. God forbid.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
come on, guys. He was supposed to be a top 10 pick.
So now
I
we're
mean,
going
we
to
can be happy about it.
now we're going to shit on Caleb Downs just to make you sleep better at night.
I'm not gonna do that.
Not you, not you. I mean them. You know, like dude's a God-fearing man. Dude does nothing but succeed in life. It's not his fault. It's not Caleb Downs' fault that that he dropped to in striking range so Dallas can move up one spot to get him. Again, I've already been on record, Marcus. I've already said this. I've already said Caleb Downs is a great player. But if we can't get pass rush, his impact will be muted. Agree or disagree?
I totally agree with that. Totally agree. That's why I always want an edge rusher to go with the defense, you know. But he gotta get some help though. He's only a rookie. You can't ask from a rookie too much. Just starting out.
That's all you can go by, Bruce Banner. You're talking about combine. Not so much combine because you didn't do much at the combine. His college career, Bruce. Nick Saban left Alabama. Remember, he was highly recruited since high school, Bruce. He went to Alabama, then went to the Ohio State University to hang out with loyal Cowboy and crew. Thank you, Chris, for breaking the ice. Thank you, brother. I really do appreciate you. Come on now. Let's get some... I don't know why it didn't register, but...
And then anyone saying like Caleb Downs is like bad already. It's just a way to cope. The fact the Cowboys got a damn good player. They can't stand it. They can't stand the
Right. I
fact
mean,
the
we got
Cowboys got a
But if
damn
he went
good
somewhere
player.
else, he would have been a great
That's
player
the
for
only
anybody
thing
else.
I can say they're trying to justify talking shit about.
that's facts,
Trying to
Walker
piss on our
Wade. But
Cheerios.
I really think that Cowboys fans are just happy that we got rid of
Again.
Donovan Wilson.
Listen, Joe, if Dallas can't get pass rush, his effectiveness will be muted. That's a fair way to say it. So, but that doesn't mean you hammer the player.
Christian Parker.
He does other things.
Yes, and he's a nickel corner. That's what I keep trying to stress to people.
Pass rusher. I don't know what they're talking about.
He's a nickel corner, Caleb Downs, who will
Misery
play
loves company.
safety. Kind of
just
like
played
what
it wrong.
DeJean is doing. Now all of a sudden, they're playing more safety.
You
Go
have
ahead, John.
Christian Parker, Brian. The secondary gonna be better. And if
Right.
the Eagles say no,
What
it
is that, the
won't. Well, their
crotch cam?
secondary got better with Christian Parker. Why can't the Cowboys?
That's right.
Wait, what is that? The crotch camera? Like, where do you have your phone? In your crotch?
No, I mean it's looking up at it's
Jesus
just in my knee right now.
It's goddamn, bro.
The dash came out.
Crush lizards. Just kidding.
That's the crotch lizards.
Hey, I didn't say anything about the Eagles draft pick. I just said he probably would. It'd be hard pressed for him to be probably better than AJ Brown. I mean, that's not really an unrealistic take right there.
Now, guys
Right.
and ladies, I can't tell you what other people are saying. I can only go by what we're saying. What we're saying is he was one of the very few blue chip prospects. He happens to play for Dallas. There's no reason to move the bar now because he's got a star on his helmet. But
They always got to move the bar.
But I will say,
always gonna do
Wade, that we need a pass rush in order for him to truly take the next step. And what would that be? Well, actually turning the football over as a safety. I just need my safety to be in and around the football, right? That's all. Again, and that's why, Chris, the safeties don't often get drafted very high because of positional value and all that BS.
Mhm.
Yet
That's because he does very many things well in different positions he could play too, and that helps.
Yeah.
Especially if you can cover as well as play the run like he does. He's very instinctive.
Eagle Drew, Rashawn Gary isn't our best pass rusher. It's Donovan Ezra-Rocker.
Yeah.
Gary's gonna help.
I don't know. I'm gonna say that
I just
don't want.
I just think
Ezra
Gary's
Raku to
better
be my
against the
best
run.
pass rusher. I don't want Ezra Raku to be my best pass rusher.
Thank you so much, man.
Don't.
Have a wonderful day.
I think it is right now, though. I don't see Gary as much of a pass rusher.
I think Gary's going to be better than Ezra Raku for our team. Unless Ezra Raku takes some massive leap this year.
Yeah,
I just think he's going to take a big leap. He played in a 3-4 at Boston College. This is more of his style.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I mean, hell,
If you're
Clowney had a bigger
prototypical-
impact than Ezra Raku last year.
That's true too. I wouldn't mind bringing him back either. They both fit 3-4 schemes well. So
back.
Right.
Especially Clowney.
You need more than Ezra Raku. Yeah, I understand. I'm not going to argue. Eagles say, yeah, we need more pass rush. I can't rely on Ezra Raku to be my best pass rusher. No. Nope.
I think you're going to have to
your first round pick that you drafted to be he needs to. I'm gonna be honest with you. He needs to be a better pass rusher than Ezra Raku, based on his draft position.
In year one, though.
Well, yeah, we'll go ahead.
Ezra Raku's in year 2. He ain't done nothing. He had 2 sacks last year.
Hold up.
They haven't. Hold on. Let me change the terminology because you guys always say reaching ceiling. They haven't even touched the dirt yet. So how are you guys going to
Flip? How you doing, brother?
Yeah.
Here's
No one
the
knows.
deal.
No one knows how Raku is healthy. No one knows what Malachi Lawrence is going to be like. Everybody's just assuming that they're going to be back.
Loyal.
Right.
Wade is having an emotional moment. Here's the deal with Ezra
An
Raku.
emotional moment.
Here's Ezra Raku. He was drafted at a Boston college, okay? And he obviously had off-season hip surgery that he said he's been dealing with. He played through it. Again, stop giving up on players after 1 year.
Give up on him. I'm
Dude
saying
is a stud. Dude is a stud. Let's see how he is in this 3-4. Let me finish my thought. Have you seen him?
Pedigree.
No, pedigree. He went to Boston
Based
College.
on draft position, Malachi Lawrence needs to be better than Ezra.
Ezra had 17 and a half sacks at a Boston College.
Oh, and how many did he have last year?
Again, so you're saying he's a
They
bust.
get 3.
Take that
I'm not
shit
saying
to
I'm
another
not saying
channel.
I'm not saying he's a bust. I'm telling you that he hasn't
will
done
not
anything
start
in the
this
NFL
year,
yet.
Malachi Lawrence. He will not start. He is a
Rotational
situational
bring in.
guy. Okay, that's like saying
Yeah, Gary and
Hold
Easy are
on,
over him.
Ryan.
That's
Is it
like
unrealistic for me to say he has not done anything in the NFL yet?
No, but
Right.
it's 1 year. Okay, look
Yeah,
at
he's played
Aikman's
one-
he's played
first
1
year.
year.
get it.
Look at Aikman's first year. You're gonna run Aikman out of town after the first year.
I'm
Settle
not
down a
trying
little
to.
bit.
Yeah, well,
Settle
it's a little
down
bit
just a little
different
bit.
there. A little bit
I
different.
don't have
That's the
patience
first overall
exactly
pick
you,
quarterback.
but-
You ain't running that out of town
Again,
after the second or
again.
first year.
There it was. Glory hole.
Again, dude, you're way off base when it comes to Donovan Ezeraku. When
I'm not all base.
yeah,
I'm silly
you
sitting
are.
there
You're
saying
sitting
I
there
can't rely on him
hammering
to
the
be my
guy
best
because
pass
he was
rusher.
injured last year.
Well, with the defensive
No,
tackles you got and those
hold on.
big men you
How-
brought
hold
in,
on.
you'd
How
think
am
those
I getting-
guys you're bringing in
Chris.
with depth
You
are
want them-
enough
Yeah.
to like balance that out because you're going to have different formations that teams are going to run against you. So you're going to be bringing one and the other out, replacing them. So actually, to me, having
They
more depth with
literally
what you have in the
offered-
middle helps.
You want them to start Malachi Lawrence, who went to South Florida.
I want both of them to start. I want them all starting.
He's good a situational
team-
guy. Again, he was this draft was weak, Wade. This draft was
I
weak.
hear you.
Malachi
So what's your
Lawrence
concern, Wade?
is not.
They made 3 offers for Crosby. That let you know everything. That lets you know everything you need to know about what the Cowboys think about their pass rush. They offered
That
3
was
different
before-
offers for Crosby.
That was before they traded for Rashawn Gary.
I hear what you're saying.
Okay,
but
well, then there you
they,
go. Hear
well,
that. That was before they traded for Rashawn Gary.
Rashawn Gary is not going to be if
now he
Crosby's
sucks
healthy.
too.
He's not, no, but he ain't going to be better than Crosby. He's not going to
Okay,
be better
you
than
don't
Crosby
know
if
what
he's healthy.
Crosby's going to be. The dude's coming back from a knee surgery that
I'd rather have
all the
Crosby.
doctors. What's that?
I'd rather have Crosby too, man.
Me
Crosby
too, but,
hasn't really
you know,
missed much.
they don't
Top
want
of
to
the
trade
line
him.
guy there,
Time, though.
man. That's top of the line guy.
Just
That's the guy you
remember
win
this,
Super Bowls
everybody.
with.
Remember the day that Wade said Ezeraku, he can't play. Remember
I never
this.
said he can't play. I'm just sitting
Remember
there
this,
saying
and then
I'd
we
rather.
can come back and tell him to go to the Golden Corral.
Are
That
y'all
reminds me of what
I
Mark was
said-
talking
no,
about
I
with
said-
Garrett.
No, I said
Same
Rashawn
stuff.
Gary's probably going to be better than
Getting
Ezra.
that edge rusher.
Yeah.
I was drinking that Eagle
Ezeraku in a
Kool-Aid right
3-4 is going
now.
to play differently, Wade. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot more
Let's just go
sacks.
on a boat cruise with Stephen A. Smith.
I'm
or
just
something.
messing. I'm just stirring the pot, everybody.
But they did offer 3 trade propositions for Crosby, so that lets you know they needed more pass
Before
rush.
they got Gary, yes, you're right. And then they probably
But they would have probably still got Gary because they only gave up like a 4th.
yeah, it wasn't much.
Yeah,
but
it was a
he
4th. Yeah,
yeah, but he was going to get released, Gary.
right.
But Dallas wanted to beat the open market.
They didn't
Again,
want to do the trade war. They didn't want to do the whole market
Yeah,
war.
yeah. Dallas and open market don't go together.
No.
What's up, Jason?
They create it, but they don't use it. Yeah.
Dallas and open market
I'm hoping-
does not go good together.
I'm hoping Jordan Brooks gets cut by Miami.
I don't see that happening. I think how Dallas is going to play this. They're going to go into training camp and I think most teams. I think most teams are going to go into training camp with the idea of let's see what they have. Right? Is it me, Joe Damasi, or is the Cowboys? Is the Cowboys looking at unbelievable amount of bodies still out there? Premium free agents. I mean, I haven't seen it
Yeah,
like
there's
this
still a
in
lot of
while.
linebackers.
They're
They
not
need
the
another
only
pass
one.
rusher and a linebacker, to be honest. They need a little
Yeah.
linebacker and
Middle
another pass
linebacker.
rusher.
Well, yeah,
Leo,
you
what's
could
up?
bring Clowney
What's up,
back.
Leo? Long time no
What up,
see.
Leo?
What's happening, everybody? Happy
What's good,
Memorial
bro?
Can't we
Day.
just be
Hail,
happy?
Memorial Day.
hail to
Can
the
we be
victorious
happy?
dead. You know, I appreciate everyone, all those who came before me with their making the ultimate sacrifice, and to the originals of the Memorial Day holiday, which were the Buffalo Soldiers down south. Thank you for your service and sacrifice as well. That's it. What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
So, Leo,
Trying to get this
Good.
negative energy out of here. Everybody's like, "Oh, we're going to
I know, man. I mean,
Be happy. We had a really good draft.
I'm just sitting there saying that I want another
We're
pass
not getting
rusher and another
Crosby.
linebacker.
We're not getting Crosby. We're not getting Myles Garrett. We got to work with what we got.
We're gonna get some Matthew June cuts if we do anything.
We're not going
to hold on. No. Loyal, don't think the Cowboys won't. If they're chugging along, don't think they won't trade for Crosby at the trade deadline this next coming year. Don't think they won't do it because
trust me, to give something up.
They could. Yeah, and if he's healthy and it's got to be a first round pick and you need more pass rush, you give up that first round pick.
Give it up. Give it up.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't getting no younger,
man. That's what you do. I'm gonna tell you something right now, because I'm gonna tell you something right now, Lloyd. If the Cowboys ain't rushing the passer for shit at that trade deadline, and Max Crosby is available, they gonna trade a first round pick for Max Crosby.
We'll argue until we read in the
Yeah, let's not talk about Micah because he's got a busted up. Hold on. Let's not talk. Let's quit talking about Micah because the bum has a busted up ACL. We won that trade. Fuck him. That's all I gotta say.
Ridiculous argument everyone tries to use. I don't want to hear that ridiculous argument.
Oh man.
But I'm just saying though, if you look at recent history, there hasn't really been a lot of good edge rushers.
Loyal, I had to disagree. I cannot stand that argument. Who needs a good pass rusher? Can you really? Are we really resorting to that, guys?
Stop it, are
we? Come on now. I'm just sitting there saying, like, Leo, I don't know if you agree with me. I don't know if you agree with me, but come on now.
And you need to be topped off or something. Calm it down.
No, it's ridiculous. It's like that whole thing. Who needs a running back? Who needs a good running back anymore? Oh, it's a passing league. That's bullshit. I can't stand that.
Go get Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett.
It's an everything league.
That's going to cost
remember that whole bullshit argument a few years back?
Myles
Garrett. We could do running back by
the greatest of all time. Right
I'm
trying to beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs. Finally get off. I'm cranking your knob.
Running back my committee. Remember that argument? Running back my committee. We don't write great for running backs anymore. Remember that shit?
How long have y'all been Cowboys fans? You know how Jerry Jones operates. He's not going to get
knob cranked or something. Jesus Christ.
Probably not, but that's
let's just trust us. Let's just see what we got. We got a new DC. We got a new culture. We got a new locker room morale.
One real homie says the Giants winning this division.
Yeah, everybody tapped out when either.
Hey, Linda, how are you?
We got to stop getting better players in here, man.
I'll take a great pass rusher any day.
Yeah, I would love a great pass rusher. My man goes right to the best. Not Max. Let's just go get Myles Garrett.
Give me Myles Garrett. I don't give it.
I would like to have Myles Garrett.
You guys got to remember.
Give up
one at a time.
You guys got to remember, he does have a no trade clause, so he has to approve that.
Who's that? Miles? Miles ain't coming.
Miles would love to come to Dallas.
He would, but I mean, it ain't happening.
He'd probably love to get out of Cleveland.
It's not going to happen.
He'd probably love to get out of Cleveland, to be honest with you.
Leo, if he wanted to leave, he would have not signed a new deal.
He could still leave.
You know what I mean? He
if
took the money.
Leave, he's not. Here's the thing. Yeah, he signed a great deal and everything like that, but he is not going to go from one shit show to another.
I hear you.
He's going to go. He's going to want to go where he has a better than average chance of winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's it. So, and if he were to accept a trade with the Dallas Cowboys, then that says that
the Birds.
Or anybody.
Right,
that would say he thinks he has a better than average chance.
Yeah, he could win with Dallas. Yeah, he can win with Dallas.
Well, listen.
He can win with anybody.
He can win with anybody. That type of talent, it will help you win. I agree with what Marcus is saying, but my thing is, Leo, is just the Browns organization. Let's not forget they've never even won one Super Bowl. We get lost in the mud with you haven't. I get it, guys, but there are franchises that have never won one, and they walking around salty. And yet we got a franchise. You can say whatever you want. And we could talk about it, but Cleveland now is leaning into Massaji Watson. Like nothing against Deshaun Watson. You need to turn the page, don't we?
Wax on, wax off.
Right. I'm just looking at the chat here, and everybody's saying how bad we are, but you do realize there's only 2 players left off of that bad defense that we had. So these are all
Right.
different.
Our leading tackler last year, guys, was Shamar James.
That's going to be a bad
Shamar.
defense. We haven't seen him.
Wait a minute.
Shaniqua James, who
I just
sucked.
want to.
Everybody's not going to be bad.
Loyal. I just want to make sure I'm clear. You're saying that as of right now, the defense is only bringing back 2 guys who were on the team from last year.
I'm talking about what the last.
No, not starters.
The
starters.
Micah Parsons is gone. Diggs is gone. Only players we got left now is Deron Bland. And
we have a lot of changeover, but basically
More than 2.
It's more than 2, but I think it'll be like 6 new starters.
The most continuity was probably on your offense more so than your defense.
That defense is a shit show. So we'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
They can only go up. They can only go up.
They can only be better.
Yeah, we're last place. So what
that's my thing.
Yeah,
I'm
like
not saying
being
we're going
average
top
would be
10.
an improvement. Yeah, being average would be an improvement.
Yeah, average is what you're shooting for.
We're not on the level of the Eagles, Leo.
Now,
don't get
let
nervous.
me ask you guys. I did a video the other day about deeper dive into the Cowboys schedule, right? There's only been one team in NFL history to win a Super Bowl with a Week 14 bye week. I know it's a stupid stat, but only the 2000 Baltimore Ravens were able to have a Week 14 bye week and go to the Super Bowl. Your normal Super Bowl teams come from Week 7 to 13. So that's just by the numbers, So it'll be interesting. Week 14 bye week. What's your thought on that, everybody? Isn't that a little late?
It's late. Yeah, it's a late bye. I don't like it.
I would look at, if you have a Week 14 bye, then how many mini buys do you have?
Yeah.
Before you get to Week 14.
Well,
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's
like 10 days.
It's funny you asked that. I did do a video. Go check it out. It's my last video, but I did it yesterday. Basically, Leo, we starting with Week 3. We play 3 games in 11 days, starting with Week 3. So we're on it's Sunday, but the third Sunday is in Brazil. And then with that Brazil game, we start our first 3 games in 11 days. Then you have 10 days rest. And then there's another 3 games in 12 days, starting with Week 10. But then you have an 11-day rest, right? Basically, Leo, from the Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving Day game, there's going to be a 24-game a day stretch where we only play 1 game. So as bad as it is as who we play, they did us a solid and given us plenty of breaks in between. But there's going to be multiple times. I don't know that it's ever happened before. 3 games in 11, 3 games in 12, and 3 games in 15. So it's a lot of games in a short time, and then you'll get an 11-day break. That's... We'll see how they're going to come out of it. This is just more of a reason to expand the rosters. I mean, I don't see... You want to add an international game every week, or for every team, and that's what they want, Leo.
Yeah,
then
expand the roster.
They want an international game every week of the season. Fine. Then you need to give me 6, 7 more players. But the owners are so damn tight with their money, right? That they refuse to expand because they know that's coming off the profit margin, right?
So when you come off your trip from Brazil,
right,
you come off into a mini buy.
We go Brazil. No, that's the problem. In Brazil, right? That starts the 3 games in 11 days. We play the following Sunday.
Oh no,
1 o'clock.
That starts the following Sunday. So. To me, I was confused when I saw Brazil. I thought it was a standalone game. No, it's a 4:25 Eastern time start on a Sunday. So it's still a Sunday, but still there's a lot of travel time. They come home, but then they have to play in Houston, which is a 45-minute plane ride the following Sunday. Then
you guys travel the most this year.
Then Thursday night football at home.
I think so.
Against Tampa. I don't know that, but I'll take your word. I mean, it's
do.
A lot. Yeah,
you do.
I think so. I think Leo's right. I think they travel the most miles.
Well, you figure we're going to LA. We're going to Seattle, right? So we
Yeah.
got to come East Coast to Philly, like always, in New York and Washington. So it is
and
what
then
it
you got some
is.
West Coast trips too.
No bitch, you know.
Yeah,
no,
a couple.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we're America's team. We get to travel, you know.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah, we
Not
still
anymore.
America's
They're
team.
still
Don't
America's
get it
team,
twisted,
for
Leo.
rightly or wrongly. Let's
If you
see
believe me,
here.
I just don't
Google it.
like that. I think it's.
Google it.
I just think it's BS.
I
Need more
really-
recovery
me
time
too.
than that.
I would like to clear some things up regarding the conversation on the bird section with in regards to Caleb
Oh
Downs.
yeah, I didn't know what. Somebody texted me. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I was sleeping.
Yeah. So
But
we
you're
had
entitled to your opinion. It don't matter.
yeah, no, well, we had a guest come on who actually played the safety position before. So he was actually talking about, you know, what it's like, giving us the ins and outs of the way a safety would play the game versus a middle linebacker
Right.
who would play the game. Things are different. They do things different. And so his point was, which I didn't realize because he watched the NFC East Clash game time, and the question was, what makes Caleb Downs the second coming of Ed Reed? Because we were all talking about how
I don't know that
we've
he's
been
Ed
getting
Reed.
pounded from Cowboy fans that Caleb Downs is a generational talent. He's the second coming of Ed Reed.
Who said he's Ed Reed though? Who
There
said
are some
that?
people
'Cause
that are
that's
trying
not true.
to say that, but it's just you can't put that on that guy. Like that's unfair.
Hold on.
I'm double down on this.
Wait, hold
Go
on.
ahead, Leo.
Wait,
Go ahead,
wait.
Leo. Go ahead.
It was a conversation that we were all having about conversation.
Yeah, that's kind of blasphemy to bring up Ed Reed, but yeah.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
was what
all.
we were.
But that's not Downs' fault that dumbass fans are trying. But that's what happens, Leo. But
And
anyway,
that's what
finish
we
your
were-
thought.
we-
Yeah.
I was, we were like, wait, what? He's Ed Reed. So we started pulling up. We actually started taking a deep dive into Caleb Downs' career, and our guest was correct in terms of, he's
Different type of player.
Right. Well, not just
Very different.
not just different type of player, but like what are the metrics being used to call him a generational talent? And we did the comparison to Ed Reed. In college, we were taking Ed Reed's college stats versus Caleb Downs' college stats, and we were like, holy shit, Caleb Downs had 6 interceptions from his time in Ohio State. And
Alabama.
Right?
Yeah.
And D'Angelo, who was the guest, was explaining to us that you got to understand he played on 2 loaded defenses, and he only had 6 interceptions his entire.
But that's
college
not more
career.
of his game, though. He's
Well,
more,
Yeah,
that's-
he's
Well,
more
wait,
of a
hold on,
tackler.
Hold on.
He's- yeah.
Wait, guys. We were doing a comparison.
Yeah.
So,
If you're going to compare,
so
you know
if
what?
we're
Compare.
comparing- No, well, wait.
Well, go ahead.
Wait. Understand. I'm trying to give you the context in which we were discussing.
Yeah.
on the
Well,
bird
that would.
section.
Yeah.
And it was what makes him a generational talent. Let's look at his numbers. Well, in college, Ed Reed had 21 interceptions. Caleb Downs only had 6. Okay.
Okay.
In college, Caleb Downs had what was it? Like 189 tackles or some shit like that, where Ed Reed had like 360 something or some shit. It was a
Scheme has a lot to do with it too.
but
Again,
again,
we're not going to go in a long dissertation
Game's
of Caleb
different now,
Downs
too.
versus Ed Reed. I don't know
I'm-
who would compare him to Ed Reed. He's the best safety to come out since the Ravens, and that's not me. That's people that I trust.
I understand. But
that's all.
Again, all I'm doing is I'm just
Dave
trying to
Thompson, if you say so. Tell Leo to
That's
shut
why
up.
Ed Reed is me.
all I'm doing is, like
That's
I said,
fine.
I
If you're
just
gonna-
wanted to straighten
All right,
out
well,
what was
then-
talked about that day since
Well,
you missed it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
numbers
know about
don't
Ed
tell the
Reed.
true story.
Again, who's
Numbers
trying to
don't
say?
tell the true story.
Yeah, I don't know why we were. That's not fair to anybody. It's just like,
Right. So then,
do me a favor,
then
check
we're
out
like, okay.
Rod Woodson's numbers. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line
Yeah,
is
he's good too.
Yeah, prior to the draft, when Kenyon Mitchell and Jalen Carter was picked, I said they were the best at their position. Actually, Jalen Carter was the best in the draft, and he dropped to 9. Sometimes you get lucky, right? That's.
Well,
I'm not going to change my tune because
wait.
he's got a star on the helmet.
No,
No, I don't want to go on a long dissertation.
and mind you, I'm again. All I'm doing is telling you what the conversation.
What's up, Kiana? How are you?
We can't redo that conversation all over again. But I'm just telling you how, like, what we were talking about. And the thing is, we were saying, but then we were like, okay, so what are his measurements at the combine and everything? And nobody knows what his measurements was because he didn't do any of the positional drills. So
because you're only going to lessen your value.
Yeah, he only did Ohio State's pro day.
Yeah,
right. And it was like, how fast is Caleb Downs? Well, we don't know because he didn't. And you're right, he did do the pro day, but we weren't talking about. We were like, kill the pro day stats because that could be you could mess around with those numbers a bit depending on how you stop a watch and when you started and stopped and all that stuff.
Actually, the pro day would probably be more accurate than a combine because the pro day gets to have their guys out there on the field and like combine, you get one guy's number, even though there's people up in the stands. But it is what it is. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. We'll know.
He could be better
soon
than
enough.
Ed Reed. Nobody even knows. He might be better.
I don't know. That's not a good comparison.
Nobody.
Let him play first.
Ed Reed
4
years.
years.
Be off limits. Nobody
Downs
should be
will
off
not be able to
limits
handle
greatness.
NFL players. Here we go.
Anyway,
come on,
Marcus,
What's
up, Bobby?
Marcus, you cannot argue. Marcus, you cannot argue a conversation that already took place. All I am trying to do is tell you about what happened that already
it's over.
happened.
No big
You're
deal.
arguing something that
I'm just
can't
talking about.
change.
I'm talking about Caleb Downs right now.
But
he could be better than Ed Reed.
I understand that, Marcus, but I'm not talking about Marcus. I am talking about something that happened on Thursday, and you will not allow me to
heard that
complete the
already.
thought.
I'm giving you my input now.
I understand that, but I'm telling you something about Thursday.
I'm giving you
talking
my
about
input on Caleb Downs,
I'm
my
sorry,
brother.
Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday.
You can't change.
Somebody brought
what
up
was
a
said.
stupid analogy that he's Ed Reed, and you guys saw that.
Yeah,
He's not
I just
Ed
think
Reed.
that's a dumb analogy. I think that's a dumb analogy, Leo. Yeah, I mean,
again,
I don't know about that. Let him play first.
Again.
Nobody
Let him
thought
play
Jalen
first.
Brunson was going to be any good for the Knicks. Look how good he turned out. So nobody knows.
I mean, again,
We all
Tom Brady was
speculating.
drafted and
Hey,
went
Leo,
round
come on,
the
Leo, we're
fifth
all
or sixth.
speculating, my brother.
Who knew, right? He looked like a
nobody
goofball
knows.
running at the combine. Who cares?
Let the guy play for about 3-4
Jerry
years,
Rice
and then we
couldn't
come
run
back to that
fast.
talk.
Look, Jerry Rice wasn't that fast,
He's
but
on
nobody
pace.
never caught him. Nobody never caught Jerry Rice.
Again.
Yeah, we had a chance to draft him, but the Niners moved up on us to get
until
him.
the games actually started to get played.
That's right.
Right.
That's
But
what
we
I'm saying.
again, the whole
I
point
saw
was
that.
okay.
Thank you.
What
I got you.
makes-
I got
like
you.
what are the merits that are being used to determine he's a generational talent? Like what
Unless he
makes
was
it
a first
we-
team
The
All-American.
numbers he had in
I just
college
said he
and
was
how
a
he
first-
looked in college.
He looked at college, the body of work.
again, we
The
were
body of work.
again.
You're
all I'm-
comparing him 4 years to Ed Reed,
But
and
don't
Ed Reed
tell
played
him
4
that,
years
Leo.
in a different scheme.
Numbers do
Caleb
not
Downs
tell
only played
the
3
story.
years.
Right.
Right.
But once again, as I keep trying to tell y'all, I am only telling you about the conversation that was already had.
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
Okay, but no
Yeah,
one's
we're
like no one's allowing me to finish telling you like
Well, hurry up,
actually what
finish.
was
Talk
said.
for 20 minutes. What do you mean?
Go ahead,
No,
finish,
I'm
finish.
talking about
20
you
minutes
just
trying to
talked for
tell you
20
what I
Get
want
it,
to
get it out.
You
Let him
heard
finish
me.
his thought, and then we'll move
You heard
on.
what you said.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
How could you? You've been talking the whole
Talk for
time.
20 minutes.
See? You
Go
can't
ahead,
help
Leo.
yourself.
Finish your thought, and then we'll move on to
The
the
whole
next
point was,
topic.
listen, we
Go
don't
ahead,
know.
Leo. It's on you, bro.
See,
Go ahead, bro.
game time, he keeps telling me to finish, but then as soon as I
I'm
start
telling
talking,
you to
he
finish. Come on,
interrupts.
Marcus. Let him finish his thought,
Yeah,
and then we'll
damn.
move on.
Stop, though.
See?
Damn.
See?
In and out, in and out, in and out.
Go ahead and get it out of your system, bro.
Don't worry about it.
No, just finish your thought. I don't care.
We'll
Settle
finish the
down just a little
conversation
bit.
another time. Marcus is not going to let this happen. He doesn't want to be told. He doesn't want to hear it.
No,
Settle down just a little bit.
Now, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll just,
Yeah,
look,
I was just saying to somebody, I get, in the comment section, I was, they were down, whatever. I knew it was something to it, but it really doesn't matter. Opinions are like, what, everybody has one, and it is what it is. This is all I'm saying, Leo, when it comes to Caleb Downs. He was only one of a handful of blue chip guys to come out, and that's not from me. That's just from the draft people. He is a legit a quarterback of the defense, sound tackler, not the biggest guy, not the biggest hitter, always in the right spot. Like, you need guys like that. What it'll be in the NFL, I have no idea. No idea. And nobody in here does. Just like, when Tom Brady was drafted, they laughed at him. He looked goofy in shorts, and his college career was sus, and but then, like, you never really know. Now, he is a blue chip talent, but he's not Ed Reed. Again, when I like when I was looking at Darren Woodson's numbers and him being in the Hall of Fame, I was comparing him to Rod Woodson. Don't do that, people. Rod Winston's numbers, if you get a chance, are just ridiculously through the roof. So Ed Reed is a lot like Rod Woodson. And Leo, Ed Reed's numbers, like, when you get a chance, compare him to Rod Woodson. They don't match up. Rod Woodson was one of one, and it was like,
a beast, man.
That doesn't mean Ed Reed's bad, but it's like,
But that was not the comparison. The comparison was Caleb Downs and Ed Reed.
Yeah, I don't know who did that, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know who did that. That's a bad comparison.
I said that.
That's
I'm
what we
doubling
said.
down
I
on
was
it
like,
now.
"Ugh,
I said
wait."
it. I said he reminds me of Ed Reed.
Ed Reed was a fan.
He doesn't play like Ed Reed. Ed Reed picks the ball.
Actually, Downs is more of a corner than he is a safety. D, D's got her hand raised. I'm sorry.
I can understand that, man. Where I'm coming from when I say that.
D's got her hand raised, Marcus. Let's let D talk. Go ahead, D.
Go ahead, D.
I just want to say, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I want Caleb Downs to be the best Caleb Downs. That's what I want him to be. Not the negative. It's like that whole Micah Parsons, Lawrence Taylor bullshit. I want Micah Parsons to be the best Micah Parsons. Why do you have to start a rookie off with comparing him to somebody else? I feel like it's just dumb.
Somebody did, D.
Somebody
compared him to one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
Jordan and
Kobe.
That's not fair.
Jordan and Kobe.
We're gonna lose that.
It's not going to stop. That's what we do with great players.
Let him make his own name in the NFL.
Don't make it right, but that's the way it is.
Andrew Makuba.
That comment proves you're delusional, Drew.
Come on,
that's not true, man.
You can pull numbers any way you want. You'll see. There's a reason why you're still looking for a safety, bro.
And he actually has better numbers.
I know, like college numbers are probably better.
Yeah, they are. They're way better.
But I mean, again,
just like Ed Reed
pedigree
did.
coming out of college is not even close.
Watch and see.
Well, that was like we were saying, as good
defense.
as Andrew Makuba's numbers were when he was coming out of college. No one used that to make a comparison.
Where was Makuba drafted?
Where?
Yeah,
day 2.
Yeah, day 2.
Yeah, he was drafted in the second round.
Yeah. Because of his size. His problem is his size. Him staying healthy in the league. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. And he's more of a thumper than Caleb Downs.
Yeah. Like Downs is just an elite sideline and sideline tackler who
he ain't good cover guys. He's good in cover.
Again, he's good to cover the.
Ed Reed was like that. He's good in coverage.
I like Makuba too,
but he's going to play. Marcus, he's going to play in the nickel. Ed Reed wasn't really a nickel player. Caleb Downs is going to play in the nickel.
Andrew Makuba, I really liked him, Marcus. I really liked Makuba coming out, but the draft experts have Downs as arguably one of the best players to come out of this year's whole draft, not just
attributes are the
not
same
at the safety position. You can get into college stats and all that. That's fine, but it don't really matter. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but it's what you do in the NFL, right? So I like Makuba. He's around the ball. He's just a little small.
If the
you got to
stats
stay
don't
healthy.
compare, then what metrics are being used to.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a draft. I'm not a
Measure
team.
the attributes.
What?
The
Which one?
Yeah,
attributes
the
of the player.
attributes.
They said he's
yeah.
the best safety
How he can cover,
prospect.
how he can hit.
You can put any guy in the scheme.
said-
We talking about the attributes.
They
Both
said he's
Ed
the
Reed and
best
Caleb Downs
prospect.
can both
They said he's the
tackle
best safety
his cover.
prospect to come out of the draft since the Baltimore Ravens safety. Who am I thinking?
Malachi Starks.
No,
Malachi
no,
Starks.
No, Kyle
Even
Hamilton.
Mike Francesa said
Kyle Hamilton,
you can have
sorry.
a gold
Kyle
jacket
Hamilton.
on. Mike Francesa said that. That's a Hall of Fame
Yeah,
broadcaster right
but
there.
we gotta let him. We gotta let him play first. That's
A lot
all.
of you don't
I
even
want
know
to
who
see
that
him play
guy
first.
is. A lot of you don't know who Mike
Once
Francesa
again,
is. He
but
said he's going to
And
be
then
a great
again,
one.
Leo, we were talking about this and before you came in here. It's not going to matter if you don't have a pass rush. You need to have a pass rush.
And
what
it's
I was
also
saying.
and it's also not going to matter if he's not fast.
And the
And that
Cowboys
was the-
don't
I mean,
have
he
a
is.
first
He's
rounder.
he's very fast. So that's not a
he's not.
problem.
No,
I
he's
mean,
not.
Who's the
watch his
shutdown
film.
corner?
Yes,
No,
he is. He's very fast.
Joe, we actually
Yes.
Fast
started
enough.
looking at film and we were watching him get burnt while he was playing for Alabama. Like he's
But
been
that's at the
burnt.
safety position. That's
And
at the
also
safety position. He's going to be
and
playing
also
the
at
nickel
Ohio
position.
State. Like
Yeah.
he was getting burnt quite often.
Yeah,
No, he
but
wasn't.
that's at the safety position. He's going to be
He
playing
wasn't getting
nickel.
burnt
We have
quite
two
often.
safeties on the top for him.
Don't let him get away with that, Joe.
Don't let who get away with what?
What you just said. You heard what I said. You
What did
talking
I
about
say?
quite often. He got burnt.
He
Man,
got
get your
burnt,
eyes checked, man. Get your
How
eyes
about
I mean,
in
every
this
DB
season
gets
when
burned.
he doesn't
Every
let them
DB
get
gets burned.
through?
Marcus,
I mean, I don't.
Marcus, the one thing you ain't
All-American,
ever got to
son.
worry about is me
First team
mincing my
All-American.
words.
You better worry about Cooper DeJean getting put in a blender.
I mean, every DB gets burned, guys. It's not a good
And this
argument.
boy
I mean,
Quinyon Mitchell.
Which is
Because
who
they
y'all,
got
which is what y'all
cooked
hope
last
y'all
year.
get, right?
Pickens both them boys. Better worry about them two bum ass dudes. And they ain't got
hey,
no
Marcus.
daddy around now, Leo. Christian Parker ain't there.
So, so you got the wrong one.
They still got their. They still got their. They still got their DC. They still got their DC, Marcus.
Who said so?
And I put it right here just for you, Marcus, so you can put an address on it. Look,
No.
yeah.
Hey, look.
There you
I
go.
already know you're gonna miss him. We already know you're gonna miss Christian Parker.
Oh wow, that's your. Oh wow.
Oh, you already have AJ off there, huh, Leo?
AJ
Oh,
already out of there. He
Joe.
even invited Hurst
Yeah,
to the
he's out of there. I don't see him on. I don't see him on there.
You've been around long enough to
I
know
knew they had
that
some issues,
AJ
you know.
Brown being
Bill,
off the
WIP
team was
was
a
right.
conversation that was had.
WIP was
Hey, yeah, it was. I was
hey,
just. I was just wondering. Yeah.
I just look. I don't want to go. It's like we're all a lot of us. Few of us are talking at the same time, which I know is difficult for people to hear that's watching this. So I don't. That's why I'm like, please let me complete the thought because I just want people to hear us. And if they
Give me a
can't,
smoke
if
here,
we're-
dude.
If we're talking all at the same time, that's all. That's all I'm saying. People can't hear us if we're all talking at the same time. That's it. So go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead, knock yourself out, man. You got it.
Bottom line, you better worry about that bum ass secondary. All right. And tell your boy to stop spitting on my quarterback.
Wade still here?
You know what I'm saying?
Wade, what's
Don't
up,
stop
brother?
spitting on my quarterback, Jalen Carter.
Hold up.
Is that
Hold
it?
up.
I don't know if Wade's. I don't know if Wade's here.
Wade, are you
He
all
is.
right?
He's just on mute.
Nasty work, Leo.
Is that it?
All right,
Nah,
let's
you
switch it
say
up
he
here.
got
Let's
burnt.
stop.
You say he got
Hey,
burnt
hey,
in
hey, y'all,
Alabama.
hold on 1 second. Y'all keep
Yeah, let's
going.
switch it up here.
Oh,
Let's
for a hot
not,
second.
let's move it on here. Let's stop talking stupid about the number one safety to come out in 5 years about how his numbers don't look good. We'll see. We can only go by what they're telling us. The Caleb Downs is
See what happens.
Caleb Downs is a
Legendary.
great talent who has to do it in the NFL.
You gotta wear
see.
that cool
Right.
jacket.
I
Watch
think
and
you're
see.
mistaken when you're
I
talking
think
over you
that.
because no one wants to hear you. Dirty Sanchez, what's up, brother?
Hey, you gotta talk over that guy, bro. He
Dave
won't shut
Thompson,
up.
best wide receiver
here's
in
the
college
reality.
football is Jeremiah Smith. Dave
Here is the
Thompson.
reality.
Cut
No
your
matter
ass
who
off
we
every
get,
time.
no matter who we get, people are going to criticize. Now, if Caleb Downs went to any other team, oh man, he's going to be a dog. But because
Sorry
he's coming
about
to
that, y'all.
Cowboys,
Yeah.
he automatically sucks.
Well, my
That's
thing
the
is,
reality.
Hey,
We get
Leo
Jesus
Bill.
on the Dallas Cowboys, and people would still say, "Oh, they're still going to."
yeah, he
Oh, it
mad
is.
because he didn't go to the bum
It's
ass
just hate
Yankees.
for the
All right,
Dallas
let's
Cowboys.
switch the Let's get a little
Sure.
spicy here. Let's
Yeah,
get a
you
little
want to talk
spicy.
about the linebackers or
Team
something?
could be the
No,
the
we're not
freaking Mortal
dumping
Kombat
downs here. We're
cast,
gonna go
and
around.
still say they suck.
We're gonna go
First
around
of
the
all,
league here. We're
why
gonna go.
Jalen Hurts wasn't invited to the
Let
wedding?
me get my
Let's
thought
talk
out,
about
Brian.
that.
Come on, guys.
Hey, Will.
Let's get a little Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart. What are your
no, we're
thoughts?
not going there.
Yeah, we're
It's gonna
going
go
there. We're
Terrell.
going there.
It's
Jackson
gonna go
Dart
Terrell.
decided to again, unfortunately, this is what happens when you make a comment politically or whatever. Jackson Dart and who was it? Abdul Carter got into it over his.
Yeah, it was. It was Abdul Carter. Yeah.
Abdul Carter goes, "What you doing, man?" He was there at Trump's rally. Again, this is a, this is a trying time for everybody. And I don't know that was the smartest thing to do. Whether you believe it or not, maybe just take the high road. What's your thought on Abdul Carter going after Jackson Dart for introducing the president? Anybody? Again.
Well, I don't like politics, but they have political differences.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep that shit aside, brother. Sorry.
I have no comment
Yeah.
because commenting will destroy my channel. So I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Don't do what I did. Don't do what I did, because
I
I
have
make
fun with
comments
that.
just like as
Yeah,
human
y'all have
being.
fun with that.
As a human
Yeah.
being, it's like I
It
don't
ain't
want to
good
see
for
anybody
business,
die
though,
over
brother.
politics, but
Yeah, it's good
that
for
was
business. That's all I'm gonna say.
But I'm just saying we could talk about somebody else's business, right? Go ahead, Leo. What's your thought on nobody's saying we want to know anybody's political affiliation. We're saying is
Turn into that. That's why it's a problem sometimes talking about it.
I know people can't handle it.
You gotta have fun with it though, man. You know,
What are your thoughts? And then anybody.
I ain't got nothing to say about it.
Everybody has an
Leo
opinion.
has no thoughts.
You know what? Then move on. That's the way I look at it.
I would just say it sort of kind of runs along the same lines as, like, remember what happened with Drew Brees right before he left, and he made
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
you know, and it was like, hey man, you know what I'm saying, you might want to be a little more aware of, you know, like what those policies that you are so happy about would mean for other people who are on your team. And so that was, I think it runs along those lines, like, you know, the things that you said, how those things affect those who are on your team, you know, and you probably wasn't thinking along those lines. And apparently they had a conversation and they're good now. So that's what that's all it really took. And so for me, in my opinion, if Abdul Carter says that him and Jackson Dart are good now because they had a conversation for us is over. They had a conversation. They good. No need to beat a dead dog. They said they good. Let it go.
But you know how that goes, man.
I know.
We have to talk. If we're going to talk about Caleb Downs, we're going to talk about Jackson Dart, the face of the Giants, just doing more stupid shit. Now, I work with a guy who is a Giant fan, right? And he's already off the Jackson Dart bandwagon. Just by the way, he's going out to these damn fashion shows. You know, he's already in the life, Leo, where he's wearing this stupid ass clothes. Now, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just telling you, my buddy who's 59 years old I work with is out on Dart after one season, just based on his choices in his first offseason. So,
gotta be careful, man.
You know,
gotta be careful out here, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
So
read the room.
that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, you can mess your brand up. You get an Oscar. You can't go in there and talk politics because now you're gonna lose half your fan base.
Yeah.
Right.
Good
You're
for
always
business.
alienating somebody if you do that.
Man. You know,
Just
same thing with
politics
race
out
and
of football.
religion. Race and religion, the
Football
same way. It
politics
separates everyone. It just separates people.
Facts loyal.
But listen, these are if it was a Cowboy, if it was an Eagle, it would be talked about. So we're not going to tiptoe it, right?
I mean, hey,
sorry, we're going to talk about it, right?
It wasn't even 10 years ago, and they was telling people they can't kneel. You know what I'm saying? Get them out of here.
Well, and listen, man, I'm not going to tell whoever's offended by that you shouldn't be offended. Okay, when you
That's how you gotta look at it.
Like when you go out of your way, Marcus, to say I'm your owner, I'm telling you not to kneel. I think that's wrong.
Jerry was kneeling with him, though. Jerry was kneeling with him.
Well, I'm just saying, just saying, like, if your owner tells you something, you should be allowed to do what you want. That's all I'm saying.
It's gonna
that's all.
That's all I'm saying. I didn't agree.
This is simply a loaded fucking topic
the
that
OT.
really shouldn't be talked about, man. I mean,
what's that?
You as far as him, Dart, his behavior, him showing up to this, doing that.
Well, I'm just bringing it up because it's a headline.
It's loaded. That's a loaded fucking topic.
No, yeah, and I'm not saying to get into the minutia of it. I'm just saying, what's your thought on a teammate coming out and, like, and saying, "What are you doing?" publicly? You should probably.
Well, my thought about him coming, questioning it.
I don't care who anybody votes for. It doesn't matter to me.
It's as far as that goes. I mean, to me, he's gonna. I mean, just practicing your freedom of speech. He's gonna go out and he's gonna question it, and I think it's a healthy conversation instead of internalizing it. If him and Dart had a conversation, I agree with Leo with that. Let it be. As far as the other stupid shit that Dart does, because I'm a big Dart fan, that.
Yeah,
I was hyping Dart up when he was in Ole Miss because he made me quite a bit of money playing in college. I mean, I was, and I still am. As far as I like his swag and everything, but to me, he's going over the top, trying to act like a Joe Burrow. He ain't even fucking close to being a Joe Burrow.
And you know what, Rob? It's interesting because I think that's part of why a lot of people don't like Jalen. He cost them a lot of money in college, maybe, or in the NFL, because his numbers aren't good or may have messed up someone's fantasy or bets or whatever. They're not the kind of numbers I guess people would make bets on or something, but it's the only way to explain, like where all the vitriol is. Because at the end of the day,
that's why I brought it up.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, here's what I can't
on
understand.
Memorial Day.
How is it? Yeah, and that's the thing. People have we're celebrating the day that people have paid the ultimate sacrifice so that Jackson Dart can do and say what he did. So I'm not mad. I mean,
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah,
Holy shit! Holy shit! That was a great comment you just said.
Yeah, that's what we do. I mean, listen, it's not going.
Doesn't mean we like it, right?
Yeah,
but
it's freedom of speech. That's a great point, Leah.
That's a very good point.
Congratulations, well done.
That's what we do.
Good job, Chris.
I didn't do that one, but
you didn't do that one. Who did it? That was Loyal. That's Loyal.
Probably Loyal. Yeah.
Probably Loyal. Buttons. Now, that was a good comment. Again, all I'm saying is I'm just trying to talk NFC East, people. There's not a lot of talk.
Yeah, and I didn't say it was a stupid one. I just said it's a loaded one.
Yeah,
right?
it's loaded. Trust me. Don't ever talk about it.
It's
I told you what happened when I brought up.
You could definitely tell it's the off season, guys. Right?
Well, absolutely. We can sit there and argue over 3-4
season.
Yeah, we can.
No, the reality is we're all going to sit here we're going to talk shit about our teams, but we're not going to find out on the ball.
Well, I'm excited, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go out and say we doing this because I don't know what we do.
I don't think that shit either.
That's just how I roll.
I just thought it was pretty amazing when I was listening to Mark's live stream yesterday. One of his channel members jumped on and he was comparing Downs to Ed Reed and what's his name?
Oh, that's where they got it from.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. And what's his name from Memphis? He's on your
See, my
show
thing
sometimes.
is this. Like,
What's
I
his
saw
name?
Drew's comment. There's no
one of your
reason
channel
to
members?
downplay somebody.
Game time.
What's that?
What's your channel member that comes on here sometimes? He's on Mark. He lives in Memphis, lifts weights all the time.
Thomas Garrett?
Oh, Thomas Garrett.
Tom just turned around and told that dude, like, that. He said, don't you ever compare Caleb Downs to a Hall of Famer.
That's not fair.
That's not fair. Yeah, he hasn't even played a snap.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Rob had a good point.
If I'm dialing up a safety, Rob,
Ain't nobody on limits.
Rob, if I'm dialing up a safety, I'm dialing up a Darren Woodson, a tall, lanky, athletic Rod Woodson. Even better, obviously. But I mean, this is a different type of player. We'll see what he's going to be in the NFL, but let's not, we can dig in too deep for whatever reason, Rob.
He might be better than Brian Dawkins.
See, but that's great.
I like that, Leo. Better than Brian Dawkins.
Brian Dawkins is a Hall of Famer. That's my only issue. See, But that's my thing, brother. That sounds ludicrous to say.
Until they
that.
hit the field, we don't know. I could say it. Until they hit the field, we're not gonna know. All I'm
It's
saying
in your
is he
email,
has a
Eagles,
chance.
Drew.
He has a chance to be better.
I had a guy coming in here wanting to show me his hammer, so I had to take the link down. You guys didn't see it.
Oh, Marcus stirring the gravy. I get it. I can appreciate that.
Who's
Go
getting
to the
me?
community tab. It's in there too.
He has a
He's
chance
trying
to
to
be
funnel people back to his channel like Momo.
All I'm saying is
Marcus rants.
Momo rants.
That's
Right.
Uncle Ruckus.
Clear the air.
Uncle
All I'm
Ruckus.
saying is this. I'm just excited about the season. You know, we haven't had a good draft like this in a long time. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, oh, we're going to win the East. We're going to go to the Super Bowl. I'm
There
just
you
saying
go. I said Momo.
Loyal,
There he
you
is.
absolutely,
Momo rants.
absolutely
here?
have the right to be excited, and you should be.
I
Like
need
legit,
some,
you should be excited for this upcoming season. Loyal, you
Listen,
guys
I
have done
need
some
some
good things.
help, everybody. 2
Rob, they're
weeks.
trending in the right direction.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, you're trending in the right
Last
direction.
year, we knew when Michael
One at a
Parsons
time.
we were going to be screwed. The year before that, we knew we had all the injured players. We got Zimmer and Dan Quinn left. We were going to be screwed. I'm just excited the direction we're going. That's all.
Absolutely, and you should be. And you should be. I mean, you guys have done some good things and everything, and you've made some good moves. You've drafted well. You've made some. You guys are moving different, and you should be excited. And I can't be mad at you or hate on you for being excited.
There you go.
Jerry Jones letting the coaches cook.
I appreciate that. That's all. That's all we're asking for. We're not asking for a kneel before Zod. There's nothing happened that you should kneel before anybody. You know, there is nothing. Again, there's a reason why Vegas has the Eagles at 10.5. I was surprised that MGM had us at 9.5. And then what really surprised me, Rob, is that the Giants have moved up equal to the Commanders. Does that surprise you?
No.
At 7.5.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
As far as
But that's what we were talking about. And people get all like their panties in a bunch when we say this division is going to be closer. Just look at the over-under win totals from Vegas. 7.5 to 10.5 is the gap between worst team and best team. That's all you can ask for. That's going to be a fun year, people. That's all.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris. Sorry.
I think you guys are trending in the right direction. The only problem with that trending in the right direction is the wild card, which is Jerry Jones. Is he going to allow it to continue? Is there going to come?
He's a senile old man who's not even pulling the trigger
So
anymore.
is there going to come a point where Jerry is going to feel like they're saying Christian Parker's name too much and give
it's already happened.
are they giving Christian
It's already
Parker too much
happened.
credit, you know, and-
Yeah, well, yeah, Christian Parker's is already making people nauseous outside of Dallas. People are tired of hearing about him, Caleb Downs. I get it, everybody. But let me ask everybody this question as we sit here. And like we could circle back, but Momo, are you coming in here or what? What are you doing?
Lord.
Uh-oh.
Oh Lord.
I want to thank all the veterans living and who have passed away. Yeah, we started out that
Got a theme song for Momo.
and Leo did make a really good comment that, again, we could disagree with what the people are saying out there, like politically, I think the players should just stick their head down and just worry about what they're doing, because you can't win in these in this political climate. You cannot win. You will not win. Social media will not allow you to win, right, Leo? You will not win.
And when you're in, and like for us, Game Time, we are forbidden. It is against the law, against UCMJ, to make any kind of political statements or anything in uniform.
Yeah,
we're not allowed to do that.
That's like I'm not allowed to have a drink in my postal uniform.
Right. It's again for us. It's
I've done it. I've done it. I've gotten
in the
hammered.
military. We fall under a completely different set of laws that you all fall under.
Yeah.
You all fall under the Department of Justice. For us, we fall under the laws of the Uniform Code of Military.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
So UCMJ prohibits that. So you'll have former soldiers, you know, waiting until they get out to say something. And normally, just to be clear, what happens after most people who reach a certain rank, more so like lieutenant colonel, major to lieutenant colonel, they stop voting. They don't even vote. And the reason being is because no one wants to be seen looking like they favor anyone in particular when it comes to leadership. Because when you are a leader of men, you know, when you have soldiers and stuff like that, you can be heavily influential. And so what they tend to do after a certain rank is they forego the right to vote, and they just stay completely neutral.
What's up, Clemente? How you doing, brother? Hamid, welcome, brother. Welcome.
Now, when they get out, it's a different and retired. There's a different story. But while you're in, most of the time,
I hear you.
leadership doesn't vote.
So where do you guys want to go? I could, I got hammered for bringing up the Jackson Dart comments. Is there any?
Yeah.
Is there any?
What's happening, guys?
Is
How's
there
everybody doing?
Is there anything
I
else?
wasn't trying to hammer you, brother, and forgive me if you took it that way. I was like, that's just loaded. And if I
It's
was an
loaded.
athlete,
I can't even say Charlie Kirk, shouldn't have deserved to die
Oh,
when
right.
I,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I
and
remember
I
that.
lost
I remember
hundreds
that.
of subscribers. So it is what it is. All I said
Well,
was I didn't agree with everything he said. I just said you shouldn't take a bullet in the head. But now we're finding out it was an inside job. But there you go. There's
listen,
200 people going.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
y'all hear
no,
me?
we're just ignoring it. Yeah, what's up, Drew? How are you? How are you?
No, I just came on behalf of Dak because he texted me. Dak is pro-chess. He wants to bang as many
Who?
Pros.
What did you say?
strippers and send it to the
You
clinic.
got too close to the MRI
Said
machine.
I came as a representative of. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
you.
you froze for a hot second, Drew.
Yeah, I'm at work. The Wi-Fi here is terrible. I said I came here as a representative of Dak. He's pro-choice. Want to send as many strippers to that clinic as he needs to.
Oh, just shut the hell up.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
I'm just,
All
I
right,
kid, folks.
okay,
I kid.
all
I
right,
kid.
all
I
right,
kid.
all right, all right, all
Kid.
right.
I'm sorry,
I don't
D. I'm
even know
sorry.
what the hell you're
D,
talking
I'm
about.
sorry.
Sorry, I had to do that.
D,
All
It
right.
took
I'm
a minute
sorry.
for me to figure out what he was saying, but I get it.
Shut up.
I'm sorry, D.
All right, all
I'm
right.
sorry.
All right. Let's do something that maybe we can all not argue over. Rashid Rice, okay? He violated his probation.
Criminal.
I know what the hell going on with that young man.
Well, let's keep it real here, okay? He was in jail. Now he's behind jail for 30 days for violating the terms of his suspension, regardless of what it is. Do you think he should be suspended in actual NFL games? Anybody?
I do not.
Okay.
He's paying his dues right now. He's paying his dues, paying his debt to society, and
Look at
I
this.
think
We
he's
got
earned his
Shrek
shit.
and Donkey.
I mean, there is that rule of construct detrimental. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think maybe he will probably be because of the NFLPA and the conduct detrimental rules being intact. I mean, I could see that he would get a game suspension.
Hey, Zeke was suspended and he didn't even get convicted.
But
right.
Here's the deal, Loyal. They have totally changed the way they do business since that. Jerry got his pound of flesh out of Roger Goodell's ass. Pause. Things are totally different.
Big pause.
You know what I mean? I don't know who's knocking on my door. Hold on. You guys can carry on.
I'll say this because as I am someone who works not works but work and do business in the cannabis industry and have been very, very, very successful. And what I will tell you is that the problem that Rashid Rice has, particularly when it came to the cannabis, was because it was in Texas. And anyone who works in the cannabis industry or knows anything about business in the cannabis industry, Texas is one of those places where they still will string you up literally for consuming cannabis. And it depends on where you go in Texas will determine the severity, if at all, when it comes to cannabis and everything like that. So Rashid Rice's issues stem from the fact that his charges and everything are out of Texas. So there's not going to be the same kind of leniency or looking away if he was in another state, say like Jersey or Colorado or California or
Idaho
or even in Missouri, because to be honest
the
with
laws
you,
are different.
yeah, I actually we have operations in Missouri, Vermont, Maryland, New Jersey, and I cannot think of. I'm drawing a blank, but I know because that's why I'm always running back and forth from here to Kansas City, And to be quite honest with you, if he
Slaps.
was
You got to
in
go to
Kansas City,
Slaps.
and I'm talking the Missouri side of Kansas City. If he was in Kansas City, Missouri, we wouldn't even know about anything because they don't. The industry is the industry is popping in Kansas City. That I do know. Vinny Hagen, weed does not kill, and that's a very ignorant statement, but that's to be expected. So yeah, go ahead.
What happened?
Consider the source.
Yeah, that's why I just realized as soon as I said, I realized, oh shit, I'm talking about Vinny. You don't know.
D, what you eating? What's D eating? What you eating, D?
Chicken wings.
What is it?
Back, y'all. Chicken wings.
Oh,
yeah, all flats, all flats.
I'm an all flat person too, D.
Yeah, all flats.
I'm an
Well,
all
she
flat
high
person.
maintenance. You got to go with just flats.
Yeah. I love all flats.
I have to.
She's right.
Listen, I'll allow you to get away with just the flats, but please tell me there's blue cheese and not ranch involved.
No, there's ranch.
Oh, fucking ranch.
I know. I hate that crap.
Nah, blue cheese, man. Ranch.
Come on, you just killed
You
it.
gotta go blue cheese.
I'm lying.
Blue
I'll
cheese.
eat them with ranch, but I'm just saying I do prefer blue
Just
cheese.
what you say, blue cheese.
You gotta have blue cheese.
Yep, blue cheese. Yep.
With the
It is
chunks.
what it is.
Look, we just need an overall picture of what we're dealing
With the chunks, D. With the chunks.
Damn.
It's ranch and
It's like
flats.
mayonnaise, man.
Well, why don't we just use Miracle Whip while we're at it?
Oh, God. Anything but that.
Chick-fil-A. What's up, Wade? How you doing? You ate something, didn't you? You ate. You stopped.
No, I was on the phone with my cousin
Yeah.
talking trucking.
What kind of kicks you got behind you? I see a box
Owner
of
operator.
kicks. Oh, that's
Oh shit, I got some Nikes.
was a box of weed. What is
Got
that?
some Avia high tops.
We got.
Yo, Drew, what up? What's up, Drew?
Momo's trying to get in here.
Uh-oh.
But
Hold up. Let's play his music.
Uncle Ruckus is here.
Yeah, hear me? Am I muted?
I think he said his name 3 times now. Yeah.
He's muted.
What's up, Mr. Blackman? What's going on, Mr. Blackman?
Hey,
D is wrong.
I don't know why I'm Uncle Ruckus, but anyway, I'm not gonna go even comment, Leo, because I understand you want to call me names. That's fine. They just hurt my feelings. It don't. It don't. It don't. It never will. Never will. It never will. So.
Right, D. If he said it don't hurt his feelings, it hurts. His
No. Actually, it doesn't.
He said your name 3 times, and
let me just say this. I literally had a friend of mine who I served with passed away Memorial Day, 10 minutes ago, 12 minutes ago.
That sucks.
He literally died.
That sucks.
So I don't.
My condolences, brother. My condolences.
Dang, man. Really?
But
Condolences, my brother.
Wasn't anybody I've ever seen, bro.
I just want to make a statement on here like that. There's too much hate in the world. It's too much.
You need to.
That's like that. So I just came in on here.
I need you to cleanse your house, brother. You got a lot of bad stuff, mojo happening. We need to cleanse, brother.
Yeah, we need to save something over there, brother.
Every time I turn around, somebody's shopping.
So end of the day, I'm not sit here to hate on nobody. At the end of the day,
You know we love
like that. So I just want to
It's
say
all-
this.
it's all
Say
on,
this.
man.
This end of the day, my life is good, and I try to help those veterans who out here suffering and doing what they do, homeless and what have you. I do work for a nonprofit organization just like Leo does, and we try to help those in need and those who's suffering. I'm at the bar right now, drinking, having some wine. Because
What kind of wine you
I've
drinking?
heard, the hurt is real.
What kind of wine do you drink? Are you a dry guy? You like a sweet wine? I mean, what do you like?
It's a dry wine.
Yeah, dry for your sense of humor, or just
Yeah, dry for my tears, I guess.
All right, Dirty Sanchez. Now we got Shrek, Fiona, and their trusty steed, Donkey. Nice.
Oh,
Hamid Momo talks everything but Commanders.
I got to play your theme song, Momo.
No, I get it. I mean, death is for soldiers is a real thing. I mean, people go through what they go through, dementia, disability. So we have to. I mean, as an individual, I'm going to do what I can do. But I mean, I appreciate the hate. And Drew, well, I fuck with you, Drew, the long way. We know how we roll.
Pause.
Ooh,
Pause.
yeah.
Big pause.
It's the internet. It's the internet, my
Yeah,
brother.
you
Never
can't be
get
saying that, Momo. I got
The
you.
internet,
Pause.
Drew, we talked about this before. Drew,
I
we talked
know.
about this before. People not used to the internet. People get caught up with their feelings and get all angry and
I
sad.
hate it. I mean, I
I
think
run this shit.
social media is
I
the
run the
ruination
internet.
of our society.
What's
How's
up,
that?
Marcus? What's up, what, bro?
How's that?
What's
not
up,
for you.
Mo
Stay
in
off
the
it.
house? Let's go Knicks, baby. Let's go Knicks.
All right, fuck those Knicks. Fuck those Knicks.
Yeah, you hating. Don't be hating, man. Be
Benny
hating.
Hagan has no balls.
Yeah, he
Get him
hating.
back
He
in
hating right there.
wins.
Did you get your
We're gonna
balls
spank
back?
them. We're gonna spank the Cavs like we did the bum ass Sixers from Philly.
Not
Hey,
a little
Mr.
bit.
Blackman. Tread lightly.
We ain't
Tread
talking
lightly,
about
Mr.
no
Blackman.
Team from Philly.
Hey,
damn
Marcus, tread
sorry
lightly.
ass
I'm
Knicks.
gonna come and rinse that Beijing out your head. I'm gonna come and rinse that Beijing out your head.
Oh shit!
I take the hose to your head,
Dude, you're
Marcus.
stupid,
Tread
dude. You
lightly.
are dumb, fool. You need to get your butt back to work.
Tread lightly,
Yeah, you do
Marcus.
something.
Oh, Lord.
Tread lightly, Marcus.
All
I
right.
got the water hose.
One at a time, everybody. One at a time. What's going on? Jesus.
Oh, he got you, Marcus. Damn.
I missed what he said. So
Tread lightly.
Oh wow.
Tell him to tread lightly. I got the
Arturo,
water
what's
hose to
up,
rinse that
man?
Beijing out his head.
Sure, Hamid, I could tell you about it.
Go back to work and stop
1992,
stealing
I
money,
remember the
Benny
first
Hagan.
catch in the end zone with Troy Aikman to Michael Irvin over James Lofton. That's one of his favorite catches, he said, by the way. And I remember seeing that and it broke my tooth.
I met
Remember
James
that
Lofton
one.
at his college up at where were we? It's up near Lee.
Sorry,
It's up
I
in,
read a comment.
I'm hearing some background.
We're taking Wade there. Is it me?
No, it's Momo. Linda Conyers with the super chat. The whole Knicks team are Eagle fans. Yeah, pretty much, Linda.
That's
Pretty
right.
much.
Tell him about it. Tell him about it. You got 3 of them.
Brunson is just killing it these days. I'm actually happy for him. So.
Listen,
All right, guys. I'm
neither
at
one of
this
those,
bar and it's
All right,
kind of
bro,
loud
have
in here,
fun,
so I'm
have
going.
fun.
neither one of
I'm
those
gonna get
teams
out.
are beating San Antonio or OKC. So
See you,
enjoy it.
Momo. Thank you. All right, so let's Rob, where do you want to go with this? I had texted a couple people. Like, where do we want to go with this live stream? Do you have anything you feel like you want to say or talk about or what? Are we gonna
No, I got hit up by a couple of people this morning. Like, hey, did you see Mark Holmes made a video about you? So I went in and I went in and I
For
watched
somebody
it.
who you and him supposedly at odds, you guys talk more than.
Well, I just talked a lot of shit to him, is what I do.
Yeah, but you text him personally, so it's not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is I
yeah.
text him and I'm talking shit to him.
Good.
Yeah. So he made a video
I haven't talked to him
about Dak's rankings from Mina Kimes that he was ranked 7th, and then he was bragging about Caleb Downs' jersey sales. You know, and
like 3 or 4 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And so I turned around and I said, while you focus on quarterback rankings and jersey sales, I said Howie's in the kitchen focusing on wins. He's looking, you know, so he made a whole video about that yesterday. I wasn't aware until this morning. So for a man who likes to get under people's skins, I think I'm in his head a little bit lately.
I was telling that to Drew a little while ago. He was like, he likes to send facts, and I said, well, just to let you know, when you do a YouTube channel, you could have all the facts you want, but people don't really care about all that. You know, it's just kind of like you want to kind of bring up a point and, you know, and argue it out. And, you know, It is what it is. Everybody can do whatever they want, but listen. When we sit here, we're months away from football. I think it's what I mean. Only in America we can sit here and talk shit, right? 4 months before any real football is being played. We all know the real deal, right? It's all going to come down if your quarterback can stay healthy and. You know, that's what it's about. And you can get some contributions out of your rookies. If not, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So.
You all right, D? D struggling.
I
You
just
all
want to
right?
say to all you Pigeons fans in this chat right now. Let's keep it in this video right now.
Get them, D.
Right.
Everybody wants to
Get 'em,
say y'all
D.
should be scared of the schedule. Y'all should be scared of the Giants. First of all, let's remember very clearly the Giants spanked our asses.
They spanked
Let's
ours
be clear.
too, D.
Remember that. Remember that.
They
And
spanked our
second
ass
of
too,
all,
though.
They put
I
50 on us.
respect everybody on the schedule. I don't care how many wins they had last year. I don't give a fuck about that. It's a new year.
Damn, D
But
coming
I'm not
out.
about to be scared of a schedule. And then we're not even in June yet. We ain't had mandatory OTAs, no training camp, no preseason, not even one game of football. I'm not about to be scared of a schedule in late May.
Be afraid, D.
Yeah, D, is that
afraid.
some spicy ranch you're eating over there?
I'm
or
only
what?
afraid.
Yeah, she definitely have
I
that.
like the
That's
black
that
and
spicy.
ranch, but I don't win.
Eating that spicy.
I'll go black and ranch.
Afraid for you, Juice, but your headache's probably going to get because I ain't give you no ass.
Hey, D, let me.
If
I
you
got a
gotta
message
tell her
for.
you're not worried, you're worried.
No. I know we got a tough schedule. I'm not saying. I'm saying I'm not about to be scared
Actually,
of a
it's
schedule.
the 20th hardest schedule in the NFL, based
Right.
on win percentage. So that's a false
Hey.
narrative.
Ain't no problem. We done
Hey,
boys.
Gantam, I do have a message for Mr. Holmes.
Well,
Mr. Holmes.
he's not here, so why are
He's
you
not here.
telling me?
I know he's either watching. He's
He ain't
either watching.
watching.
He's either watching, or somebody will get
He's
this
in.
message to
I
him.
think game time. I think he's in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Earlier,
Mr.
earlier, not
Mr.
now.
Holmes.
He's not.
Uh-oh. He's right
Well,
here.
Mr. Holmes, stop. Listen, why don't you debate Rob Day? Since you have
Hamid,
this
where were you when y'all
infatuation
lost?
with him,
Your 3-game loss. Where were you, Hamid? Where were you?
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on, Rob. I mean, since you
Hamid,
have this
settle down a
infatuation
little
with
bit.
Rob, Mark, why don't you debate Rob? You two come up with topics
Hold up.
and debate them. We can
Again,
get a moderator
Drew,
because you don't
Drew,
want this smoke.
Drew.
So you've been
Drew.
infatuated with Rob.
You don't
Drew,
want
let
this
me,
smoke. You don't want
Drew, let
this
me,
smoke.
let me
Right,
just
yeah.
tell you before you enter this.
He said you don't want this smoke, Drew.
Drew,
You don't
before you enter this,
Tell you this, Drew.
before you enter this YouTube insane asylum,
Hey, Leo.
has nothing to do with debating anything. Just to let you know, debating.
I know.
Just to let you know, it's about getting under your skin. All right, I gotta mute you,
Talking
bro.
that talk. That's what it's about.
Yeah, we're hearing.
You guys know how to
Yeah.
No, that's Marcus.
That's Marcus. Come on, brother. Sorry, Drew. I muted you by accident. It's Marcus. I'm hearing myself in the third person.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, brother.
Now, go ahead. I don't even know what I was saying now. But yeah, it's not about debating, bro. I mean, you got to do it all. And like Leo will tell you, you got to kind of do it all. You pick your nights to shit on the opponents, and then the next night you want to welcome him in and bring him in close and give him a hug, and then shit on him again.
I totally get it.
You know what I
But
mean?
but I noticed
like a
that Marcus.
symphony of. It's not what people think.
Right. I just know Marcus had Rob in his mouth lately.
Well,
So,
again,
let's
just
get
to let you
active,
know,
man. Get active.
Yeah, but let me you
Come
know they
get that
talk
smoke.
outside of YouTube.
None of that smoke.
So I had to break the ice on that
Yeah,
one.
but they sit there and talk to each other outside of YouTube, so half of it's
Oh, of
BS.
course.
It's
Of
all
course.
BS.
I'm just saying.
Come on now.
Put it out there. Come get that smoke.
Rob's fucking on the phone right away if something he don't agree with. So you're gonna hear.
Well, exactly. That's the thing is they'll
I
call
know.
people out on their shit. It's all
I
about
know.
accountability.
But I mean, you know how YouTube is, Rob. It's different.
And he see the thing is that he knows that.
He knows
and
it. He loves
everybody
it.
knows
Of course he
his
knows.
game is that he's about clicks. He's gonna poke to get clicks. He's gonna do this to get clicks.
Dude,
It's all about
he leaves his streams on purpose, just to let you know.
Yeah, he left it on last night.
Dirty Sanchez with the super chat. Let me read this
That's
real
what
quick,
it's all
Marcus.
about.
Marcus, let me read this real quick. When Donkey has something, hold up. He's on. You must have just watched Shrek, Dirty Sanchez. When Donkey has something to say, let him speak. He spent 3 days in the mirror practicing it. All right, there you go, Dirty Sanchez. All right, go ahead, Marcus. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I was just listening.
That's the donkey.
I guess. I don't know.
I ain't had nothing to say.
Your guess is as good as mine, man. I'm working on the new panel for the next NFC East Clash. I'm always looking for new content creators to bring in. What was your thought on Big Dash Nose?
I didn't get enough time with him, man.
Well, again, I thought
I was like, damn. I thought he was.
Well, he was here and gone.
Choice.
I don't think he realized what he was getting into. And I only go like 2 hours top, so I tried to. So, I'm older. I can't do these 4 and 5 hour late night shits. I got to get up early, but
right.
He seemed like he was very knowledgeable.
What was also interesting was the reaction after the live stream. I had a lot of people reach out to me to tell me how good it was, how much they enjoyed it.
Well, that's good.
It wasn't
And
even
that's
just,
the idea,
and
right?
and it wasn't me. And I remember.
Well, here's the deal, Leo. I brought in me and Phil are moderators. We're not there to
Right.
get into
Yeah,
muck
y'all
and
did a
mire.
good
People
job,
go like Big Dash because I was outnumbered. No, you weren't. You were fine. You were nobody.
It was only
Phil
it was only
a crapshoot. I didn't know he was even coming on until a half hour before. He goes, "Yeah, I'll be on." I'm like, "Okay." I don't know. He's very busy. So
I thought he was great.
Xander will be Xander wants to be the next contestant, but we'll see because he's very busy. So in a couple of weeks, I'll do another one.
That'll be good.
Xander will represent the Eagles, possibly.
Oh, I thought you meant I thought he was coming in here to represent the Cowboys.
Xander Krause?
Yeah, the way he's been talking lately with some bullshit.
He be blazing the Cowboys.
Oh, really?
Real.
Oh, yeah.
He's real, unlike you guys.
He said that
maybe we won't allow
Eagles will get sweet. He said Dallas is winning the division.
Well, then maybe we won't bring him on in that setting. Maybe I'll just bring him on in a one-on-one.
Drinking the
All right,
Kool-Aid
then
like
I'm not going to bring him on the NFC's Clash, then.
Hey, hold on, Marcus. I can't hear
drinking that green Kool-Aid, son.
He doesn't listen, so he can't hear that we're talking.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Marcus is like a 2-year-old. Marcus, you like a 2-year-old.
Y'all don't let me talk.
like a
Y'all
2-year-old.
ramble, and I'll sit back and listen. Y'all don't let me say nothing. So go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead, brother. No, we don't come in while we're talking. I don't think you can hear. You're on a delay. Go ahead.
I think so.
That's that New York,
yours, brother. The floor is
New York
yours.
Wi-Fi. That's that New York City
Marcus,
Wi-Fi.
lay into somebody. I know you want to.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on, everybody. Let Marcus talk.
Marcus, go. I think
Go
there's a
ahead, Marcus,
delay,
go
brother.
ahead.
Yo, man, first of all, y'all got to stop drinking that Philly Kool-Aid. The division is ours. Everybody knows it. Xander wasn't wrong. See, Xander going to keep it real. He going to keep it real. You know what I mean? But that's all I got to say. Cowboys for life right here. That's it. That's it.
Rob, hey, you can't make this shit up, y'all.
You can't make it up, man. You can't make it up.
Marcus, you're a fool, bro.
Look, hey, Marcus, your old people. Marcus, your old people not even, they laughing at you. Look at Loyal. Look at Loyal. Loyal laughing. Look at Loyal.
Other
Loyal,
Cowboy
look at
fans are
Chris.
just like this, like,
Hey, look, they laughing at you. Loyal laughing at you. Hey, Loyal, look, D laughing at you. Look at D. You stop eating chicken wings and laugh at you. You stop eating chicken to laugh at you. Come on, Marcus.
You gonna see. You gonna see.
Okay, all right. In 2030, in 2030, you're gonna win the division. They're gonna win it in 2030. In 2030, they're gonna win the division.
Watch how bad Quinyon Mitchell gonna be this year.
Yeah, dude, 2030, they're gonna win the division.
Pro Quinyon Mitchell.
Watch how bad he gonna be.
You ain't got a corner on your roster.
Who's who's your number one corner, Marcus?
You don't even have a
Marcus, who's your number one corner? Who's your number one corner, Marcus?
We don't have one. That's my concern. We don't.
So what are you talking about?
We didn't have
What are you talking about? Who, Savon Ravel? Is Savon Ravel your number one corner?
We beat
Don't worry about that. We're gonna be all right. Who's your defensive
That's
coordinator?
not that. D, who's your number one corner?
I don't know.
That bubbly in your
Bland. How you gonna beat us? You don't get no barbecue chicken. Bland is your number one corner.
Who's your quarterback?
Who's you know who he is? You know who he is. He was with the class. He was with the Super Bowl champions on Super Bowl day. Remember? He was Super Bowl. He was with the other MVPs. He was with the other MVPs, Marcus.
He wasn't even on the Super Bowl team, Marcus. What are you talking
That's
about, bro?
why AJ Brown won out.
Rob, you hear this?
Marcus,
You know he can't
Kelsey
win with
wasn't
him.
even on the team when he
Look,
won the
look,
Super
D.
Bowl, bro.
Marcus, look, D laughing at you. Look, D is laughing at you, bro. Come on, man. Your whole fan base gonna be taking you serious.
Good. Great. Grand. Wonderful.
Make sure when you
Yelling on the butt.
don't cry in the bathroom, okay?
Say that one more time. You got cut off, D. You got cut off.
I said when GP3 burns Cooper DeJean, don't cry in the bathroom, Drew. That's what I said.
That's
Congratulations. Well done.
And Queen Mitchell.
You better hope GP3 make it to training camp.
No, they better hope that
Hope GP3 make it to training camp.
before you even throw that
Loyal.
ball.
Yeah, you better
Loyal
hope he
still
make it
here?
to training camp.
You better hope Hurts.
Loyal.
Better hope Hurts don't quit on y'all again.
Loyal.
He looked like he quit last
What?
year.
Loyal.
Yeah, I'm
You
right
don't
here.
even like, look, D not even taking you serious.
Hey, Rob, we
Jalen Hurts tapped
got
out.
we got
Loyal,
11
come get
wins,
your man.
won the division, and now all of a
Loyal,
sudden,
come get your man, Loyal.
I'll talk
Loyal,
to
come
him
get
later,
him.
Loyal.
Come get him, Loyal.
What's up, Mike?
Ain't
Ward
nobody
family
wins.
in
I
the
roll
house.
solo. How you like that, Drew? I'm from Patterson, bro. I roll alone.
Patterson. Look at
Talking
you,
about,
Patterson.
You're in
Shout out.
Patterson, New Jersey.
Jersey, that's right. P-Town.
Hey, shout out to Patterson, man.
Well,
Shout out.
Marcus, at least we know on
Yeah, I
Thanksgiving
know.
we'll have
Yeah, I
Eagle
know.
freaking.
Shout out.
Marcus is my guy, man. Marcus.
Guys, let me get in here real quick.
You already know.
Come on.
You know how we get
When I say
down.
get in here, that means Zep. All right, here we go. Loyal. I was talking to Mike Tagg. He is going to have a big ass tailgate for the Niner game. We should really, really consider that game.
I'm in.
I'm only saying that because flights are a lot cheaper to go to Dallas than LA. They are. So
I got a $300 gift card already to Southwest, so I'm definitely in.
yeah, I'm just saying. I think we should look at that rather than going to LA. But you know, that's just me. There's already a place to go. You know, there's already something in place that we don't have to really do. we
if we
just show
stay
up
at
to
the
Mike
Omni
Tagg in the
downtown-
Cowboys cave. You know.
If we stay at the Omni downtown, there's a tailgate.
I don't know if I'm going to do that though. It's pricey. I was looking at it.
Game. I mean, it takes you to the game from
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of places. I don't know. We can stay wherever. It doesn't matter.
Or we can stay in Arlington.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to stay at the Star this time. I don't think so. If I go,
Hey, I gotta drop off. Guys.
All right,
I
brother.
gotta get back to the floor.
I'll talk to you,
All
man.
right, salute.
All right. See ya.
Yeah,
Some of
I'm
these
definitely-
bedpans got to be full by now. Come on.
I mean, we could stay at Arlington too.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Maybe stay in Arlington. But anyway, let's circle back. Before we get out of here, I do got to do some cooking shortly, but we're doing well. Shout out to the 80-some people in here. So, Leo, Arlington Cowboy, Logan Motorsports. What's up, Logan? You're back to motorsports? Is that in honor of Kyle Busch?
Logan, what up?
Shout out to Kyle Busch, brother. 41 years old.
Shout out.
He
Shout
had
out to
pneumonia,
Kyle
and
Busch.
then he got septic.
Oh,
Rob
so,
Big, shout out.
so all the toxins went back.
Shout out, Rob
That's how my father passed. He went septic. So that sucks, brother. That sucks. He's got young kids, so everybody say a prayer. New Jersey, the armpit
Yo,
of New
shout out.
Jersey. Oh, Camden,
Shout out,
New
Rob
Jersey.
Big.
Yeah, sorry about that, Logan. Vinny lost his balls on the Next Level Sports Lounge, so he's talking ballers.
Vinny, what's up, brother?
Don't
Vinny
let-
needs to get in here. I got Vinny's back.
He got his balls
Yo,
snatched
Vinny, get
a couple
in here.
weeks ago.
Vinny, don't let him
Yo,
talk about
man.
that.
No, seriously, D, he got castrated on a
Vinny's the
another
man.
podcast.
Wow, what happened?
Oh man,
Do I
yeah,
want to know? Probably not.
Yeah, no, well, you know what?
You're
Unfortunately,
an ass, says Leo. Vinny.
Yeah,
Leo,
that's all-
you're an ass.
Yeah. and
Dave
you have no
Thompson,
ball.
Rob A, Philly fan. 3. I only see one rookie we are relying on. Speaking of the schedule, Rob, let's circle back to actual football. Dallas doesn't play any teams coming off a bye. Do the Eagles, do you know? Did you look at their schedule at all?
Yeah.
Are you guys playing anybody that's laying in wait coming off a bye?
I actually think we do have. I think it was 2 or 3 from I didn't personally look it up, but listen to other content creators. That's what I heard. I heard that from Jacob, but
So you're
I
getting
don't
your
know.
facts
Don't
from
quote me.
Jacob now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's why I said don't quote me, because I, you know.
What was the question?
I just
That's why
wanted
I
to
said
get
don't
you
quote me. Yeah.
on camera. There
Oh,
you
yeah,
go,
for sure, for
Xander.
sure.
There you go, brother.
Well, see,
What was the
Dave
question, Dave Tom?
Thompson actually said that you were only relying on one rookie to make an impact. I didn't say a starter. I said rookies making an impact on defense.
Rookies
and
have
actually,
to make an impact.
Absolutely. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying is that you're not relying on one. You're relying on
If you
multiple
notice, Rob,
rookies to make an impact.
Super Bowl
Especially if
winning
you're a
teams.
first-round pick.
Super Bowl winning teams usually have impact rookies. So
Yeah, we relied on rookies to
You
make an
have
impact.
to,
Multiple
right?
rookies to
That's
win the
why
Super Bowl. I mean,
Momo's
there's
not
nothing
here,
wrong with
Rob,
that,
but
but
that's
they
why
have to.
the demise of the Commanders has been the failure of rookies making an impact, other than Jaden Daniels, and that can only get you so far, right? A rookie quarterback, he shot out his first year. He had a great run, but
The problem with Washington is that they lack
hit
so many
55 points
draft
scored
picks.
against you.
They lack so many draft picks because they trade them all away.
Right.
That
What's up, Dan?
you know,
Hop in
it's
here.
hard. It's hard to hit on rookies making an impact when you only have 5 selections going into a draft like they did a couple years back. So Washington is key on what not to do when it comes to trying to rely on rookies to make an impact. Because out of 5 picks, if you hit on 1 or 2, then shit, you're fucking golden.
Yeah. Again, and that's what, that's why it's kind of hard to look ahead and say this team, that team, this team. If Dallas hits on their early, like maybe 3 of their first 5 draft picks, let's say, now it's like, wow, okay, now you're cooking with gas. If they don't, then you're looking at another 8-win, 7-win season. That's what it's really coming down to. Eagles have problems with Commanders. Can't believe that. Dave, what's up, Dave? How are you? Or is it Dave? Tavares Worley, what's up, man? Barnum is a sleeper based off of the film and interviews. Football fanatic. Yeah, I like him, but I'm not ready to go stand on a hill for J. Sean Barnum just yet. But I do love what I see. And Texas Poker. He's an Eagle fan from Dallas. Shout out to Rob A. Anybody who pisses off Homer Holmes is a friend of mine. Game time, Brian. Do you agree? The NFC East is the worst division in football. Niner for life. Oh, you're a Niner fan.
Niner fan. That's
okay,
why.
my bad. I always thought you were an Eagle fan. Texas Poker. I don't believe they're the worst division in football anymore. I do not. The Eagles are at 10.5. I mean,
I'd say the NFC South.
South, yeah.
Yeah. You guys can get in on that. What's your thought? Thanks, Texas Poker. That's a good question. What's the worst division in football? Let's face it. The worst team, the Giants and Commanders, are 7.5. Rob's a betting man. He could tell you why that is. Dallas is at 9.5. Eagles are at 10.5. So
well, kudos to Dallas for moving up because they actually started off at 8.5, and so to get another game moved
that's
up, and that's huge.
Yeah,
that's huge.
It is.
So,
it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, Rob, just explain. Well, I don't know. Let's look at it. I mean, I could pull it up. Let's look at the divisions. You figure, okay, you have the AFC East: Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets. That may be the worst. I don't know. You got two good teams, but how many wins are the Dolphins and the Jets? I can pull it up. How many they expected to win this year? You know what I mean?
I don't.
I'm
think
just
too
saying,
many.
off the
I don't
top of
think
your
too
head,
many.
the Dolphins are a train wreck right now, and the Jets are rebuilding.
They've been rebuilding for a
You
while.
got the AFC North. You got Pittsburgh, Ravens. Okay, Ravens are rebuilding people. They're retooling. New head coach. We'll see. Bengals. I don't know, Rob. I think that may be if you're in Vegas or if you can put a future bet in, maybe the Bengals. I love what they're doing here. And Cleveland. So we'll see about them. AFC South, Jacksonville, Houston, Colts, Titans. Okay. AFC West, Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders. Okay, that's good.
That's a competitive division.
Yeah. We know the East. You got the Bears, Packers, Vikings, Lions. That's a good. So, actually, it's in the running. You got the NFC South, Panthers, Buccaneers, Falcons, Saints. Okay, I think the East is better than that.
They are better than that, but I tell you what, I
It's
think they're
close,
starting
though.
to
It's
make.
not a
Yeah,
bad
yeah, they're
take.
starting to improve. Like
Yeah.
Carolina's starting to improve.
They are.
I think Kellen Moore's doing a good job of trying to get that team together. Tampa, they're always like hit or miss. I mean, Baker has some ups and downs, but they had a lot of injuries last year, so I expect Tampa to be better this year. I think losing Evans is going to be big, but yeah, I agree. I think the South is still probably the worst division in my opinion. NFC South.
Yeah. But I mean, that shit can change on a dime, right? If the East can get through, like 2 teams or maybe 3 teams in the playoffs somehow. I mean, listen, we you joke about Washington, but when I had Louis T on here last week, I was actually, my eyes were opened a little bit with all the moves that they did.
Game time, preach.
You know what I mean? Didn't you not go out of there going, wait, hold up?
No, listen,
they did actually do a lot.
You know what, game time?
I'm a little bit.
Let me tell you something, game
I'm
time.
sad at myself for not knowing better.
You know what? No. Because that was something else I talked about on my channel, which was first of all, I did not realize how uninformed I was about the Commanders until I listened to Louis T.
He could sell ice to an Eskimo, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, I will say that I left that conversation with him better
Me too.
than when
Me
I
too.
entered that conversation, because I was like, oh shit.
I was like, all right.
That.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It is, and it does make you, for me, I don't know about you, Game Time. I can't speak.
No,
for you.
I hear you. That's where I was at.
It made me reevaluate the way I was looking at the Commanders to say, okay, wait a minute, hold up.
I mean, he was pulling out names. That's why I like Louis, because he knows not only his team, he could tell you about your team. So it's like I was very impressed with what he spouted. That's why I think that the Eagles and Dallas, we're all worried about each other. We need to be focused on Washington as well.
Well, he said they got like 40-something, like what, 47 million in cap space?
Yeah.
Plus the capital. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, they have plenty of
Well,
money.
they got a
left.
lot of. Yeah, I listened to the thing. You know, I did, Brian, because I kept chiming in on you via text. And Leo, I thought that was kind of bullshit how they kept coming at you. Like, why do you keep bringing up Jalen in the Super Bowl? Why do you keep bringing up? But see, to me, it's like, why wouldn't you fucking bring up Jalen in the Super Bowl? He's in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, and so I mean, why would like if that was Louis T and Daniels was in the Super Bowl, you're gonna keep referencing the fucking Super Bowl if Daniels was killing it in the Super Bowl. So for you to continue to bring it up, like, why wouldn't you bring it up? I mean, that was Jalen's highlight. But to Louis T's point, he did make a lot of good points. I'm not saying he didn't. The only thing is that they have a lot of cap room. But I don't think the talent will get a little more interesting next week once people start doing post-June 1st cuts.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know if Washington's going to be in contention, even if they go and make another move or two, because I just don't think their core is good enough to compete in the East yet. That's my opinion. I think it's going to be Dallas and Philly. It's going to be a 2-man race. Vegas don't normally lie when it comes to over/under on wins, and they don't have Washington winning too many games, not even in contention to make the playoffs. So with that being said, Louis is a good salesperson, but again, you know, it's I don't buy it.
I hear you. Everybody they picked up is a home run, right?
Right.
Oh, and Jaden Daniels have had the greatest, is the best quarterback in the division, and he in the league. And he had the greatest rookie year of any quarterback in the history of the NFL.
What's up, Tommy? How are you, brother?
And the thing is that one of the things I realized at a certain point on that stream was I'm sitting there and I'm listening, and it dawned on me, you know what? I'm sitting here arguing with folks, and they're telling me that we're trash with 11 wins and winning the division, and yet that was a trash ass season for us. So that let me know,
who's saying that?
You know, oh, bro, listen.
I would say you won a division with a bunch of bad defense.
But
last year
we came out with 11 wins.
No, yeah, right.
So
but
11
I think
wins
that
is
kind of
bad,
hurt you
then.
though, because in my opinion, because like you won a weak division, and by the time you got to the playoffs, you were a decent favorite against the Niners, and I just think, that's what I was telling you before. I'm hoping that the division is better, because whoever wins will have, actually accomplish something. Last year, Washington ended up dead last in the NFL in defense. Dallas was 30th, believe it or not, and the Giants are 28th. That's not going to cut it. So the Eagles won a division, and they are the favorites to win and three-peat. How does that sit with everybody? You know what I mean? How does that sit with you, Dan, the man?
What's up, Dan? I didn't even see you come in, brother.
What's up, guys? First of all, happy Memorial Day to
Happy
everybody.
Memorial Day. Well, yeah.
Hail the victorious dead.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel well with me if the Eagles are going to three-peat, because then it would be a total failure on Dallas's part. Because remember, we came into this offseason knowing that we needed to fix the defense, and we just come up short almost every year. And I really want to see more because we're tired of waiting. We need to go for it. If we have a chance this year, just go for it.
Well, to Wade Kuiper's thought, he wants to double down, triple down, and I think Dallas should be very careful with their draft picks up until the trade deadline. If they're in the mix, then go ahead, because you need to go like. He sees the day when you have a 33-year-old quarterback, right? And that seems young, but Dak Prescott is not a young quarterback.
No, he's not getting any younger. He's not.
Years old. He's getting old.
That's not old, though. 33.
Or Dan, like
No, I mean, he's
bald
not
hole
old,
from
but he's like,
Tyson's
come on,
Punch
I
Out.
guess in football years, he's getting old.
Soda Popinski, Dirty Sanchez.
In football years, he's getting old,
And I love
It's
that,
old
but
because of the Cowboys. Cowboys might be want to move on. That's why it's old. Sometimes you play enough years, they move on
Dallas
from
can't afford to move on. He has Dallas by the balls, and
in a couple
I
more
say
years,
that,
I'm
Marcus,
saying.
because they don't have anybody to replace Dak Prescott. Nobody's in the system that's going to replace
But
Dak.
why you want to replace him? Why you want to replace him?
Not
He puts
yet,
up numbers
not
every
yet.
year. He ain't the problem. He ain't the problem. He's the
Like, you gotta
last
replace
one.
him soon, but like not right now, because you don't have anybody.
I don't know about that, Marcus. I wouldn't say that he ain't some of the problem, but go for it.
He ain't
I hope
part of the problem.
I hope
He
Dak
had the
plays
top
for another
offense.
10 years for you
He had
guys.
a top offense. Come on, Rob. You better than
Because
that,
Marcus,
man.
you
Come
know
on,
the
bro.
problem with some of
Their
you
defense.
Cowboy fans is that you guys focus so much on fucking stats. Like I told Mark yesterday, you focus on stats, and I will focus on wins, bro. That's it.
But he does his part on offense.
Hey, D, we're adults here, though, right?
You can't control the defense, Rob. Come on, bro.
Well,
No, you can't control the
Rob, one of
defense,
one
but
of
you
the
can put up
interesting
more than
things-
14 against Chicago, or put up 8
Dak
points
had y'all's
against Philly.
defense. Hey, listen, if he had the Philly defense, they'd have won the Super Bowl.
Well, I don't want to hear
year.
what ifs and this and that.
No,
What if
but I'm
this?
just-
What if that?
Thank you.
Yeah, but Rob,
I don't. He
you know
chose
that-
to stay in Dallas regardless of a shitty or a crappy defense. I hope that works for you, D. A crappy defense. He chose to re-sign with Dallas, knowing damn well how the Joneses are. And so I don't give no grief to Dak. He make an informed decision to stay put. And for all those Dak apologists to sit there and say, well, it ain't Dak's fault because of Jerry Jones is a bad owner, a bad GM. Well, then Dak shouldn't have re-signed with Dallas. Knowing damn well.
Everybody
you know
knows
that
his
good
defense.
stats lead to wins, right? Good
Can't play
stats lead
defense.
to
Come
wins.
on. Defense is
Am I right or wrong, though?
How could you,
Rob?
if he was drafted and is still in his rookie contract, I would say it ain't Dak's fault. He's stuck in a shit
Jalen Hurts is the problem
Marcus,
in
let
Philly
me
now.
finish
That's
my
why
point.
AJ want out of there.
What problem, Marcus? We've been to 2 Super Bowls with Jalen Hurts.
Dak is way better. Yeah, so what? Y'all don't make him good because he went to a Super Bowl. That don't make him
Actually, it
good.
does make him good. When you're
No,
a
it
Super Bowl
doesn't, 'cause
MVP,
Nick Foles
it does make
made
him
it.
good.
You
Foles
can't
made
argue.
it.
It's one
You
game,
can't argue
though.
with
Nick
those.
That is
Foles
one
made
game.
it. Nick Foles won a Super Bowl.
Well,
He
it's
shot
not
it.
It is only one game.
Talking
No,
about,
it's not
man.
just one game. It took
Sound-
4 to get
sound
there. He was
goofy
good in
right
the
When
now,
you
bro.
get there, it is the
He was
one
good
game
enough
that
in the
happens.
Rams game.
I kind of find it hard with that.
And
He
you know
wasn't
what?
one
Good
in Philly no
stats
more.
usually lead to wins.
But I
Am I
kind of
right or
find it hard
wrong,
with that
though?
because, like,
Mostly,
Super
right?
Bowl is like a team thing.
I can't hear you,
Right?
What'd you say?
Good stats lead to wins for the most part.
What's up,
Give me a
Vinny?
good stat
Does
over
it?
somebody that throws 10 yard. Yeah, please. Fix your hat, dude. Your hat is crooked.
You're a grown man.
Get your balls back, man.
Act like
Go get your balls.
That is crooked, dude.
I
Go
don't think
get your
the stats
balls back.
equated
Yeah,
to wins because I mean you only have.
I know
7
where
of them
they are
last year.
right now. Look up, dude. Look up. I know where they are. Look up. Hey, D, how you doing, bud? How you doing, man?
All right, let's
How
settle
are you?
down, everybody.
Everybody else looking good out there. Rob, how you doing, class act?
Knock it
Got
off.
one
Got a lady
class
in
act
here.
eagle in here.
Hey, Rob, I
Thank you,
disturbed
man.
him.
You're welcome.
Be nice, Leo.
None of these cat fights. None of
He
these
can't. He can't. He can't be
You
nice.
got it, Joe. You got it, brother.
He can't be classy. It can't. It's all that weed, man. It's all that
10 to
weed.
5, start.
These cat fights got scared. They got to stop. Stop.
Hamid, I think you're going to be in the cave a lot this year, brother.
If I may jump in for 2 seconds.
All I know is Dak
Anyway,
way better
we're
than
winning the Super Bowl. That's all I know.
Bang.
Hey, Vinny, I respect you for thinking that.
Hey, I'm
I
gonna think
respect
that,
you for
Rob.
thinking
I,
that.
you know that.
Absolutely. I'm
You
not mad
gotta
at you for
think
thinking
that. Whether they're
that.
0
Every
and
NFL fan should
17
think that
or they're
before the
17
season
and 0,
starts.
if you don't think that, you don't even shouldn't even support your team.
Exactly.
Cleveland Browns should be thinking the same thing.
Right. That's right. We winning
Go
it all
Knicks,
this year. How you
Marcus.
like
Go
that?
Knicks.
Go Knicks, baby. They
Joe's
still
loving
salty.
the Joe is loving the Vinny and Leo banter.
I still wear a jock. I guess
Anyway.
he doesn't.
Ain't nothing banter.
Because you
I
don't
just
have
disturb his spirit. That's the demon coming out of him.
Ward
Man,
family.
he can't help himself.
I'm the demon.
Again, please, when I talk,
let Dan
please
talk.
stop. Please.
let Dan talk.
Let me get to it's my show. Ward family. Maybe everybody should take the time. He's saying maybe everybody shouldn't talk at the same time because they can't understand.
You're right.
One at a time, everybody. Dan, the floor is yours.
Well, I'm not sure if anybody heard about
No.
the news these last few days, but the Cowboys have been rumored about Josh Sweat and Jordan Brooks. Obviously, we know about the history with Josh Sweat, and we know that he's been averaging 10 to 12 sacks a year with his age. And knowing that we have a brand new defensive scheme in Christian Parker and the familiarity
He hasn't
that
showed up to
OTAs.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. Eagles
I
are
do
rumored
think
in on that as well.
I do think that this is probably going to be a situation to where, like, if the Cowboys do need another edge rusher and they don't think that Malachi or Sam
they don't
Williams
think
or
that
Rashawn
now.
Gary, right. But I'm
Yeah,
saying, like,
too
in
much
training
nonsense.
camp, if training camp comes and preseason comes, if they don't think they're up for it, then why not go get Josh Sweat in a trade? Why not?
Well, he's going to be on right, Rob. He's
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You guys are always linked to everybody. I mean, you really are. I mean,
But I mean,
that's not-
we are.
It makes
We
sense
are.
You guys
now,
are linked
though,
to
with Christian
Well,
Parker.
what-
We're America's team, man. Don't hate.
Mark, please.
Here we go. But
to
Don't
me,
hate, appreciate.
I don't think
Appreciate
he
my
can
brother.
hear, yeah, I don't think Marcus can hear you game time.
No, you can't.
No.
He's just speaking his truth. Go ahead, Rob.
This is my only. Well, I wouldn't say concern, but my question, I guess, to you, Dan, or to any of the Dallas fans in here is that you guys, are linked to this trade and this trade. I even heard a couple content creators bringing up Myles Garrett this morning as far as trading for. Where's the draft capital now? I mean, I kept hearing before the draft, well, we got 2 1s, Dallas. Well, you've used them. So where's the draft capital coming from now to sit there and stay relevant without giving away the farm for a specific player?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So the future draft capital that we have at this point is the 2027 first round pick, which is probably either going to be the Green Bay best pick or the Green Bay's worst pick. Then we got our second round pick, our third. We don't have a fourth. We do have a fifth, and we have a couple of sixths, but no seventh.
Right.
So that's the draft. That's the draft capital for the future
Right.
that we have.
Is that
I think we only have
enough?
like
Is that
5
enough
picks.
to?
Well,
is that enough
listen,
to
Rob,
get
when we
Myles
talk about
Garrett,
draft
or-
capital, we're talking, Philly 500 broke it on my channel that the A.J. Brown trade likely will include a 2028 first round draft pick. So we have plenty of draft capital, just as much as you need to make a move like that. It doesn't have to be next year's
Myles
draft.
Garrett?
What's that?
Myles Garrett, baby.
You think that's you
No,
have
no,
you think
no,
you have
I'll-
enough draft capital enough to make
No,
moves like
I
Myles
wasn't
Garrett?
talking Myles Garrett. I was talking
Oh, that's
about
what I'm asking. That's what I'm
Josh
asking.
Sweat,
It wasn't an
I'd say.
accusation. It was more of a statement or a question to you. But yeah,
No,
yeah, you're
I was
right.
talking about Josh Sweat. I'm talking about
Josh Sweat.
right
yeah.
now
Okay.
as we sit here, the A.J. Brown trade is coming up close fast and furious. We'll see what the compensation's going to be. Rumor is it's a 2028 one. Your thoughts, Rob?
I'll take the 2028 one over a 2027 tour, and multiple picks.
Yeah, but that's
I would.
You need a 20,
I know, but
like
what I'm
Philly
saying is
500
that
needs a 2027 one. That's what you want. That's what you should
of course,
push
of
for.
course. But,
Fuck
but
New
with
England.
a heavy talented draft, I don't know if we're going to get a 2021. But my point is I would rather get a 2028 one instead of a second round in 2027.
My only thing is looking at the landscape, Rob, you know how it's ebb and flow? The ebb and the flow tells you New England ain't going to have a high draft pick this year. Sorry, we both talked about it. Philly 500's on board. The more people I talk to all see a down year. Buffalo wins a division. New England don't make the playoffs. So if I'm Howie, you stick to your guns and you take a 2027 one. Now you're cooking with gas. In 2028, maybe that's a bounce back. And what if I told you it's, 27th overall in 2028? I think we all know New England's not going to be that good next year. That's my only thing is when you bring up draft capital, this year. But again, we don't know. You could, again, they have picks, but I don't want to trade too many draft picks. I don't.
Right. That's my point. My point
I
is
agree
that
with you.
You have enough now to go out and get like a Sweat because he's not going to require multiple first rounders kind of thing. Or even your linebacker from Miami that you guys are really high on, which I don't
think we're doing that, Rob. I don't.
But what I'm saying is that you have the draft capital for that. But when I start hearing Myles Garrett, I mean, God, you're going to wager your future on a guy that's going to.
Why not?
Why not? Because you have more holes to fill.
Not?
Because you don't want
to win Super Bowls. That's what you should do.
I don't disagree with you, but you're not equipped right now on defense to win a Super Bowl without filling more holes. Because
Marcus,
because I know the talent you have on your
Marcus,
defense,
Myles
or the lack thereof.
He can't hear us.
If they get Myles Garrett, they have a great chance of winning a Super Bowl
Here's the
because
deal.
he's that great. That's all.
Then why aren't they winning one in Cleveland?
If you're going to make a move like that,
because
Rob,
they don't have a good
he
defense.
can't hear me.
Their defense ain't as
And
good
neither
as
do
the
you.
Cowboys. That's why.
He can't hear you, Game Time.
Again.
I am. I'm trying to explain myself. I'm getting cut off, though. Go ahead, man. I can't even talk.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You want Myles Garrett? You're willing to sell the
I can't
farm?
even talk, though. No, I said if you're gonna try to win a Super Bowl, go get Myles Garrett. Stop getting these marginal players. That's lateral moves. You already got that on the team. If you want to win, just go for it, man. That's all. We're getting older now. A lot of us are not getting any younger. I want to see a Super Bowl.
Uh-oh. That's a good thing, y'all. He got froze.
You know what I'm saying? Hello?
The floor is yours. We're letting you go, brother.
Everybody's quiet for you, Marcus. Go for it.
All right.
Stage is yours, brother.
I'm going in and out. Because I'm long.
Unfortunately,
battery,
yeah.
Bad. No. What I was saying, they should go for it. Just go for Myles Garrett. Whatever you have to give up, just go for it because
Cocaine's a hell of a
you're
drug.
not going to win getting marginal players. This has been going on for the past 30 years, and we're tired of it. I want to see another Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
What are you building?
What are you
building it up for?
I want to be in agreement with Marcus, but I just really can't see Myles Garrett in Dallas. I just really can't. Now, I could see Josh Sweat and Jordan Brooks in Dallas because those guys are affordable. But Myles Garrett to Dallas? No, he's not affordable.
Yeah, you ain't never going to win. You're never going to win because you're still being conscious about the money, conscious about picks.
Here's my thing,
win like that.
Marcus.
Sometimes you just go for it.
Marcus, here's my thing to you.
Okay.
Here's my so you can hear me. Okay, good. Here's my thing to you, Marcus, is a move like that will not be done until the trade deadline. Can we both agree on that?
Hey, whatever it takes.
You know
trade
what I mean?
deadline,
Like right now.
Right. I got you. Right now you don't want to do it, right?
Like right now, everybody's thinking they're the best thing since sliced bread. Am I right, everybody? This is a season of optimism. Even the lowly, the Cleveland Browns think they're going to do something, and they want Miles a part of it, right? You know, you got Massaji Watson coming back. He promises not to get any more rub and tugs and take advantage of women in the massage parlor. He's on record. He's going to be on the straight and narrow. But I think all teams, here's my thing to you, Marcus. In order for Dallas to be even in the ballpark for Myles Garrett, they need to be in position at the trade deadline, which means what? Which means winning effing football games without Myles Garrett. Because Myles Garrett will not be the end-all, be-all.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
You have to win games, Marcus, without him to prove that you could deserve to possibly get him. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yep.
Listen, man. Listen, I come on here and have fun. I troll. I'm talking about winning Super Bowls. We already know we're a couple years even having a sufficient defense, right? Bottom line is that they got two holes that are very obvious and very serious. Shutdown corner, we don't have. We don't have a pass rush. So either one is going to get exploited. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah, but Marcus, you're better off getting a Sweat. Therefore, you have the draft capital and the money to go out and get your corner.
So I'm on board with that.
Instead of getting a Garrett.
Yeah,
you wager your farm to get someone like Garrett.
Bingo.
And
I
you
would
can't
say
afford
Josh
to do
Sweat
that.
may give you more dividends, Rob.
Right.
Than a Garrett.
That's why I don't want to see it to happen, because it makes
Connors.
sense and it's financially smart to get Sweat instead of Garrett.
Linda Connors with the super chat. Only a dumbass will say AJ was traded for Lemon. Yeah, no, he's not traded for Lemon. Lemon was his replacement, but he's not traded for him because you're going to
game time.
That hasn't really completed itself, Linda. When they get the one, whoever they get, then you can then look back in a couple of years. So you're not going to know for 3 years who they actually got for AJ. Anyway, go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
Well, to Linda's point, to me, I could see come once AJ's traded, a lot of like, oh, what are the Eagles going to do now? You know, the Eagles are in shambles. They just lost AJ. Well, we've already made moves to kind of combat that. I mean,
proactive.
Yeah, we've been proactive with it. So, I mean, Lemon is not AJ Brown. No one, I think, on this panel would think he is, as far as Eagles fans or in your chat. He's not supposed to be there to replace AJ Brown, because you can't replace an AJ Brown with a rookie wide receiver. All we could do is just try to at least fill somewhat of a void. That's why Wicks was brought in. That's why Hollywood Brown was brought in. That's why Lemon was drafted.
Right. All facts. Uh-oh. Did I lose them?
I would rather have a pass rusher. Pass rusher is more important for Dallas than the shutdown corner. Because if you get a pass rusher, your corners don't have to be great. That's why
they don't
the
have to
Giants
be Garrett.
Giants had average, below average corners when they won in the Super Bowl twice, but they had a sufficient pass rush, Strahan and them boys, man.
Browns won 4 first-round draft picks. Cowboy. At least 3, I would say, right?
3, yeah, because we offered 3 and got turned down.
Get them, bro. We could get Myles Garrett. But Jerry ain't gonna do it. I already know it. Y'all right.
Marcus.
That's what he should do.
Marcus, here's
my opinion. I would do it.
Here's my deal when it comes to Myles Garrett. I have no insider information. What's up, Warren? How are you, brother? Myles Garrett will be traded when he's no longer Myles Garrett, if that makes any sense. Because I don't think anybody, right, Rob? I don't think anybody is going to want to give the amount of capital it's going to take to bring in a game wrecker like Myles Garrett. Because, and I say that because I don't believe that maybe he's not worth it. No, he's worth it on paper, you know. But in order to win a Super Bowl in the NFL, you need draft picks, like we already talked about.
And you need players. And you need Pro Bowl
but
players.
Marcus, if Dallas is going to be successful this year, it's going to be because of Jay Sean Barnum. It's going to be because Malachi Lawrence is who Christian Parker thinks he is and earmarked him prior to the draft. Caleb Downs is that guy. But I mean,
that's a lot to depend on for
when
rookies,
you pick in your first 3
that's
years.
pressure.
I understand what you're saying, but
that's a lot, man.
You brought in a veteran pass rusher. in Rashawn Gary. You have a second-round high draft capital edge rusher from last year as Araku. Whether they're good or bad, you need to let it play out.
Yeah.
Brian, we went out and got Deion Sanders. We ain't really need him. We went and got Charles Haley, bro.
We needed him.
Like, we went out and got guys that we wanted to get to win championships. You're not winning championship with these.
But
average
you had
dudes,
a good
Not
roster
gonna
back then to
happen.
do it.
The
That's
roster.
not gonna happen.
You had depth. You had a lot of depth back then.
And they
All
still
due
went and got
respect.
more.
All due respect to
never-
Deion, no, Marcus. If we don't have Charles Haley, it don't happen. Right?
Deion
Deion came in at the tail end of that. We only won one Super Bowl
Yeah,
with
he
Deion.
won the one. Right, he won the one.
Charles
But I'm
Haley
saying
is the
when they
one that
brought
came
him
in and said, "Nah, man, we winning this shit."
Right.
Right.
So
That'll be the Myles Garrett
I
move.
have
That'll
you.
be the Myles
But
Garrett.
I don't know that
move.
it
He
ha-
had a great one.
I would love it, Marcus. I'm not trying to hear to say I wouldn't
Go
love
get
it.
Crosby then.
Eagles
Go get
Collective,
Crosby
what's
then.
up? What's up? We gotta. Maybe I'll bring them on in 2 weeks.
You should warn.
Well, all right.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
well, email me at GameTimeBrian@gmail, and you can represent the birds. Now, how many?
Yeah.
How many of the collective are there?
There's 5.
All right. So how am I gonna do that?
No, I'm sorry. It's 4.
All right. So how am I gonna bring them on?
No,
And
you only need to be one, and one
the best
of them,
man standing.
Yeah, and it's Warren. But
All right, Warren. Email me, Warren. I'm looking
one of them
for
is up there,
something different.
Marcus.
What's
Hey,
that?
Brian, can I talk? Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yo, let me take. Hey, check it out. So I was on with Leo and them right last week sometime, and his boy Function was out here talking about Dak is a bust, and I was like, "What the hell is you talking about? He's a 4th-round pick. If anything, he's overachieved, and
No,
if
he hasn't.
anything, he's overpaid.
He's
He's overpaid. He's a 4th-round pick. How the hell is he? He's a bust. Busts are 1st-round picks. You don't call 4th-round picks bust. That don't even make sense.
No,
You can't. The 4th round goes out the window once you're the highest
makes
paid. Those are called
No, no, it
expectations,
doesn't.
Marcus.
No, it
Yes,
doesn't.
it does.
No, it
Yes,
doesn't.
it does.
Because you're
Absolutely,
still a
it
4th-round
does.
pick. But you
No,
still came in the league as a 4th-round pick.
I don't. It don't matter at that point. Once you take the
does
bag,
matter. Nah, I
once you take
disagree
the
with
bag,
that.
you can't hide behind your draft
Of
status
course,
at that
hey,
point.
listen, of course the high expectations go up, but you can't say a bust because he had a career from being drafted as a 4th-rounder.
Doesn't matter after you get the bag, Marcus.
So
It don't
if
matter.
you're a 1st-round pick, right, and you don't do nothing, that's how you're termed a bust. Because you
No,
have
you're
not
also
solidified a
turned a
resume.
bust when you get paid more than any other player in the league.
Doesn't make you a bust. It makes you
Wait, I'll let you finish your point. Let me finish mine. You can't sit there and say that it doesn't make him a bust. Once you agree and you're the highest paid quarterback in the league, it comes with expectations beyond 2 playoff wins in 10 years. Dude, you cannot say that. That's not.
Underachiever. That's
You
not
just said he
bust. It's 2
overachieved.
different words
But
there.
you just said he
He
overachieved.
underachieved as far as performance of winning a championship. He overachieved because he was a 4th-round pick.
No.
Now by paying him a lot of money, he didn't live up to the money. Now we get that, but to say he's a bust, man, that's a little asinine, in my opinion.
You don't think Jerry, when he paid him all that money, that he expected more than 2 wins in the playoffs over 10 years span?
But it gets numbers every year. That's not bust. That's not a bust.
What does it matter? Back to
It
my
does
point,
matter.
Marcus.
Analytically, he's putting the
so what
numbers
if he-
in, though.
No,
So that's
it's
not
on
a
equate
bust.
to Super Bowls, bro. That's what it's about.
Rob, the moment
No, that
you
means
start
he's
talking
underachieved.
playoffs, when you start talking playoffs and you start talking Super Bowls, they are not. Dak is not a part of that conversation. The numbers don't work for them.
You're not
But it
saying
can't work
that.
both ways.
Talking about like he's a bum.
It can't go both ways when he says, "Oh, Dak is 12-4 in the NFC East," but then when he loses, it's the Dallas Cowboys lost, not Dak.
We hard on him if he lose, but you can't say he a bust. He had a good year. He got to the playoffs every year, pretty much. How is that a bust?
Dude, he hasn't made the playoffs
Y'all
the
don't
last
even
2
make
years.
sense, bro. Y'all don't
He
even make
hasn't made
sense.
the playoffs
When's
the
the
last
last time
2
Dak
years.
was in the
The
playoffs?
defense was trash.
When was the last time Dak was in the
Not
playoffs?
every
the
game was on the
offense.
defense, bro.
He's a Pro Bowler every year, pretty much.
Was Dak in the playoffs
Everybody
last
makes the
year?
Pro Bowl. Dude,
talking
Momo made the
about?
Pro Bowl last year.
Bro, he's the
Fucking
ultimate
Momo was the
Cowboy.
starting right tackle in the Pro Bowl last
Leading
year.
Cowboy in stats. He got the records for the Cowboy quarterback. How is that a bust?
What?
going back.
Who gives a shit about the record for the Dallas Cowboys when you have fucking 2 wins in the playoffs over 10 years? That is a buzz.
That's not a buzz.
If I may jump in,
If I may jump in, as a Cowboys fan, bro.
Not a buzz.
Marcus, if I may jump in. If I may jump in.
That's not
What you said.
Go ahead, D.
Listen, as someone who wants to see Dak succeed, I agree he has underachieved. Like I have expectations for Dak, not because of the money, because I believe he's a better player than what he's shown, but he has to show me something more than just in the regular season. So in that point, he has underachieved because what's left for Dak, he has to win a Super Bowl. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have expectations. I want him to win a Super Bowl. I am rooting for him to win a Super Bowl. Like you're on my team, you're my quarterback. I'm rooting for you to win a Super Bowl. So listen, that I don't consider him like when you say bust, do you mean like he's just terrible or sucks? Like what is bust?
That means you bust, you trash.
He's just choked in the playoff.
Yeah, I don't believe he's trash, but he has choked in the playoffs before. I don't believe every playoff loss he had is his fault. But
Okay, I'll take trash in the playoffs. Trash in the playoffs, I'll take. But just to call him an outward bust, that is asinine.
Who's a bust?
Your boy Function was a joke for saying that, Leo. I wish he was here to defend himself.
You don't need to defend himself because as an Eagles fan, I'm telling you he's a bust.
Yeah.
You don't get paid that kind of money.
Y'all kind of slow anyway. Y'all don't know no better. Y'all Eagle fans. Y'all ain't gonna comprehend.
I'll run circles around you when it comes to football facts, bro.
Nah, never that. I'll go one-on-one with you now. He cut me off.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Mark, I think
all you want, bro.
Look at the chat, bro. Look at the chat. Even Cowboys fans are saying that Dak's garbage, bro.
I've been watching football way longer than you. You're a little baby, bro.
Marcus, I'm probably fucking older than you, bro. What are you talking about?
D,
what happened?
Do you feel like you got ROI?
I'm way older than you, bro.
Twice, making him the highest paid quarterback twice. Rob A.
Hell no.
Say that again, Leo?
Wait a minute. Rob A. Marcus is in his 60s, bro.
He is not in the
61.
60s. Yeah, he's in his 60s.
Is he? Okay, then you haven't watched football. I'll concede, bro. I didn't know you were that old.
Yeah. That question again?
Marcus look good.
Yeah, good for you, bro. Good for you.
He's not grandkids,
I'll bow
dog.
down to that. Good for
He's
you,
got
bro.
that soul glow in him.
Good for you, bro. My apologies. I didn't know you were in your 60s, bro.
That's it.
I'm an OG.
Well, I'm 48,
but
so I mean, I'm
D,
a pretty OG too. So.
Yeah, man, I've been watching this for a long time. Man.
But D,
okay,
do you feel like you got,
your take, though.
do you feel like you got ROI after 12 years and making him the highest paid quarterback twice? Did you get ROI? A good ROI?
No, Leo.
In all honesty, I would say this. I was never mad because, for one, Jerry played around with paying Dak Prescott and then franchise tags.
I agree. He sure did.
Trade him or just give him the fucking money.
Yep.
So I was never mad.
Didn't he wait till the day of the league one year to do it? Like the day the first game, he waited till that day, right?
So like, dude, it's like, please, like,
who
make
we
it
talking
mine.
about?
Trade him or pay him. Like, it's not that hard. Especially when he was a rookie making less than $500,000. Like, this is simple.
Right.
Just pay him or just trade him if you don't want him.
Right.
So I was never mad at Dak Prescott for like taking all their fucking money. I just really wasn't.
Right. Yeah, his business. Sure. Yeah, he did his business.
It's the business. He's like, and Dak even said it. I don't even talk to them. I let my agent handle it. If I go somewhere else, that's just what it is.
Right.
So it's not like if he had to go somewhere else, he would just go somewhere else.
Right.
So look, I got another guy.
But do you feel like at 12 years later,
yes,
do you think you got good ROI?
No, not yet.
Return on investment.
You know
what I'm saying? Like, I still believe that Prescott is a really good player. And I feel like he could do it, but he has to show me he can do it. I can't just sit there and say, if I sit there and say Dak can never win a Super Bowl, that would be me saying Sam Darnold wouldn't have won a Super Bowl. He just won one last year. Or Matthew Stafford couldn't have ever won a Super Bowl, and he won one after he went to the Rams. Now, granted, they went to maybe this is a different conversation, but still.
No, D, I do think you're 1,000% correct. I do think that he could do the Super Bowl. I just don't think he could do it in Dallas. And the reason being is because Dak needs that kind of coach whose personality is bigger than his and will hold him accountable when necessary. He had historically, he actually hasn't had that. And so he got away.
I would disagree with Eagles Drew real quick.
I'm sorry.
Go, Brian.
Now, Eagles Drew says underachieve is just a FC word. Dak is a bust. Dak was a 4th-round draft pick. I don't know how we could say any 4th-round quarterback who's won as many games as him. Now, again, postseason's different, right? I mean.
Game time, can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you now. I had to can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, there was an update on my Roadcaster and
it knocked off the sound.
Yeah, it just knocked off the sound. I don't know where I was, so don't worry about it. Just
So the point I was making was the thing that I remember on the NFC East Clash, a phrase that kept coming up every now and again when we were talking about
Big Dash is in the chat, by the way, so you can talk to him.
Big Dash, I know you had to go, man, but
shout out to Big Dash.
Yeah, dog.
Shout out.
I so enjoyed. Game time. That was my biggest disappointment. Was that he had to go.
I didn't know Big Dash knows, and shout out to him and his channel. He's killing it over there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I didn't. Again, I'm literally trying to find content creators who are willing to come on. And believe it or not, guys, it's not as easy as one may think. So Big Dash didn't know the format or anything. So I appreciate him coming in. But I know Primetime Phil wants to do a standalone show with Big Dash, me and him. And we'll start doing that just to dig in a little deeper because he knows the Giants, like Louis T, right, Leo? He brought something to the Giants that I was actually
so disappointed.
Yeah, so again,
I was like, no.
Sometimes you get lucky. I think we got lucky finding Dash.
And that was last minute game time because Homeboy didn't respond to my email.
You never got back to me with your Giant guy.
He never responded back.
That's his loss, right?
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn. But when I saw it was him, and then we got to experience listening to him and talking his particularly his line of questioning. Again, another person
well versed in the
and I felt I was better for having interacted with him and listened to him after he left than I was before I got there. If that makes any sense. But I'll be honest with you, he was my biggest disappointment. And I'll be honest with you, even Mike Tag.
Mike's a good man.
I was like, damn. I was like, Mike. I mean, and so when people kept hitting me up and everything like that, that was what mostly everyone was talking about. It was like the trolling.
Well, that's how it should be, Leo. When you do a show, when you bring on somebody from each, like you want them to be able to not only know their team, but have an insight on the team that you're and that's
the trolling was minimum. You and Phil, you and Primetime did an excellent job of moderating. But to be honest with you, for me, I felt like the trolling was not more than the actual intellectual side of it all.
Well,
'Cause
that's the
again,
idea. Like
yeah,
when you
that's
rewatch
what I
it,
want for
Leo, the whole argument and yelling back and forth is fun in the moment, but the rewatch value goes right out the door.
Right.
So the fact that you let it breathe and Phil was actually on his game. He was out talking me. I'm like, all right, damn, Phil's
I
on a
loved
roll.
it, man.
He must
Y'all
have
kept
really,
really good
y'all put
engagement.
us. Y'all
he
kept
was
the
smoking the
guardrails
good
going.
stuff that night.
Good
He
balance.
was locked
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
It's hard to get a bunch of talkers together too.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
right
Rob
about that,
A-
Marcus. I know I'm bad, brother. I
Look,
know.
Yeah, me too. That's
I
why
know.
we
think
cutting
Rob
in all
A-
the time.
Rob A, Warren McKee, Drew. I think for the format and the way that if you and Phil continue to moderate, such as the way y'all did, I think that those forums would be great for those.
And we'll
three
come back around. We'll have you on again. I do want to
take
spread the
your time.
wealth.
Yeah.
But yeah, again,
Rob, you'll have a ball.
I
You'll
told
enjoy it.
Leo
I'll watch
this.
you guys. You guys all did great.
Yeah,
I told Leo
yeah.
this. Like a lot of people just feel that they're bigger than the stream itself. It's like I don't understand. The idea is to have creators on and have the most eyes possible. So, and to be able to use that as a platform to make your channel bigger. Shout out to the people who are willing to do that.
Wait,
And
but
the
game
other
time.
people, I'm sorry. It is
But
what
game
it is.
time, listen, you can and Dan could back me up on this. You know what I'm saying? But that's really that's a tough spot to be in because, or like on the bird section,
Thanks, Dave
it's the Eagles
Tavares.
channel, but it's not a safe space. So
You got to be on your.
Well, no, one of the rules is that when your team is winning, we can't say nothing. And Dan could tell you, we got our asses kicked for like what 3 weeks, Dan, straight. I mean, and that's hard to. That Marcus was there, like Marcus was one of them. Giving like it was terrible for an Eagles fan on an Eagles channel. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I missed it.
It was horrible. It was horrible. And
We loved every minute of it.
Marcus and Dan were so unkind. They were terrible.
They were
You would have hated me. You would have hated me.
What are you talking about?
Yes, D. I would D. And the thing is
love me, but
the worst part is I had to hold to the right there. I gotta abide by my own rule. So I couldn't even say shit. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't say shit. Fells, everybody, all the Eagles fans, Marcus, tell them y'all was giving it. They was terrible. They were terrible. So when you say well, yes, D, listen. When Game Time says, I want that's what I want and everything like that and blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's great in theory, but in actual practice, God damn, that shit is terrible when you're not winning. Fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Sucks when we lose, bro. It hurts.
Oh my God,
It makes for a bad week. Like honestly, when the Eagles lose, that's just a bad week.
But Rob, we were getting it for 3. Listen, Marcus and Dan and a NAD 2.0, a bunch of Cowboy fans and 49er fans and Detroit Lion fans.
Killing you.
Rob,
We get it.
We
still get it.
Hey, it was our chance to get back at you guys because right now y'all on top.
Get it. We get it. We got a
was
shitty
there.
record.
Suffer for those 3 weeks. It was fun watching y'all suffer for 3 weeks.
Oh my God!
Yes, it was.
Oh my God! It was 1,000% horrible. And again because it went for 3 straight weeks. Not to mention,
You know how bad I trolled my manager, who's a fucking Eagles fan. I trolled his ass so bad.
and D,
You can't
and
believe what he
understand something. This is my channel, so I have to be. I'm the first person who has to keep with the rule. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if I say, hey, when we not winning, you can talk your shit and da 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 da. And God damn it, if Marcus and Dan and all these other people came on my channel and tore us up, I was like, shit. Bells was like, God damn, this shit hurt. I don't know if I could do that. I'm like, shit, Bells, thank you, Drew.
That sound like Bells too.
Right?
Yeah, I remember that very well.
Right.
Very well.
I had none of that this season. You on your ass so hard, I promise you.
I came at Leo nonstop. I came at him nonstop that day. Oh my
Hey
gosh.
Dan, as you should, bro, because we have to take it.
He could not even take it. He could not even take it.
We have to be able to take it, bro.
Gotta take it, too.
Shit.
Gotta take it.
D, I'm like, I'm just sitting. D, I'm just sitting there like this.
You gotta
Yeah,
take it. You gonna get it, you gotta take it too.
It's my rule. It's my rule. I know, and I'm the one who set the rule. That was the worst part. Listen, I done had my rules blow up in my face so many times, and each time it was a fucking Cowboys fan who blew it up in
You're
my face.
welcome.
And I'm sitting there the whole time. 3 fucking weeks, D.
You're welcome.
I couldn't do nothing. It was now I'm a little immune to it all because I can handle it. I went through it. But Rob, man, I'm so glad you wasn't
Rob.
there. It was terrible.
Rob was there at the time. Yeah, we used to get in there, Rob.
Yeah, it was you two and a few others. Logan Motorsports was there.
Yeah,
Logan was like,
Logan.
Logan sitting there like,
See you,
God
Logan.
damn. Shit.
Yo, Leo, I just hope
See
we
you,
ain't got to
Joe,
go
I mean.
through that this year, bro. I just hope we ain't got to go through
so
that.
hard. You gotta go through that again.
Bro,
I don't know what to expect this year, guys. I don't know what to expect. I'm talking all this NFC championship. I don't know, man. I'm hopeful, but I just don't know.
Look, from what we see, and this is us. This is, and Rob, correct me if I'm wrong. From what we see, after having gone through a years-long, plural, rebuild of our defense and everything like that, it looks as though you're trending in the right direction. My question is that will the offense last long enough for the defense to catch up in terms of ability? Because everybody on your defense is in year 1 of the Christian Parker experience. If you look at the Eagles defense, all of those guys are in. There's guys who are going into year 4, and everyone else is going into year 3. A lot of guys going into year 3, and some are going into year 2 of the Vic Fangio experience. So the continuity from the coaching staff to the players. And I thought one of the things I pointed out last year which was important, is that on our defense, and Marcus, you was there, we went over the numbers, and we brought back something like 17 guys, whether they were starters or not. We brought back like 17 guys who were on that defense. So that is that level of continuity. It's very important. Now the offense, the continuity is only in the players. If you look at our starting offense right now, the only new faces you will see in that starting offense is Mekhi Lemon and Dontavian Wicks. Them the only two. Everybody else, especially when you look at that offensive line, those guys have been together for years. They've won
Sorry, I
and
was
lost
cooking
the
everywhere.
Super Bowl
I'm
together.
involved in cooking.
I'm going to say this.
That's where the continuity. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Lord.
I'm going to say this about everybody's talking about Dallas. Yeah, we don't have an edge rusher, but before Micah Parsons trade, we didn't have tackles. So we've gained at positions that we didn't have. So I think as long as our edge rushers can come in and play decent football, yeah, they're not going to play at the level Micah Parsons did. But if they play decent football and the other defense plays well, I think we'll be all right.
I'm in agreement with Loyal. As long as our defense can just be consistently average, we'll be fine. But those edge rushers need to start being decent as well. I'm not asking them to give me 10 to 12 sacks. I'm asking them to at least be consistent.
All right, answer me this. When you and Loyal, wait a minute. Hold on, Loyal. When you, Loyal, D, Game Time, and Marcus, when y'all say we'll be fine when it comes to the defense, what exactly does "will be fine" mean?
Well, you can be an average of fine. You gotta be a top 15 to top 20 defense.
I said if somebody else, if our linebacker or the edge rushers work out, we will be fine. That's what I meant. What I meant by being fine is as long as they're like top 15 or up,
Now, when it comes back to your question, Leo, I feel like in the offensive side, We didn't really change anybody. Everybody's still there. If we can stay healthy on the offense, that can help give our defensive time to like get it together. And I'm with them, like, cause we were ranked 30th last year, and we can get up to the top 20. I feel like if we were top 20 last year, we probably at least would have been in the playoffs. Whatever happened then is what happened. But I feel like we were at least top in average last year. We would have won more games.
So, Drew, what I'm saying is, before we got rid of Micah Parsons, everyone was complaining, "Oh, we can't stop the run. We don't have any defensive tackles." Now we got defensive tackles, and now people are complaining about, "Oh, we can't pressure the quarterback." So, which is it? That's what I'm.
You need both.
I mean,
you gotta have
both. I mean, because we know Jerry Jones is too cheap to go out do what, like Marcus said. I mean, we can't.
Why I said
we can't afford. We can't
like
afford.
you guys on your offense are in terms of continuity. Guys who play together for more than a year, right? Coaching staff still in place. Okay, that's the same as what we have on our defense. Okay, now the difference is that our offense it's not about, from a talent perspective, having to catch up. You know what I'm saying? Our offense is going through the same thing that they go through every year, which is a new offensive coordinator. Only difference this year is there's no Jeff Stoutland. That's it. But in terms of guys who have been on that team playing together for a while and know each other on the offense, those guys, they know each other. That entire front line is filled with all pros, and they are coming off of the longest stint of rest that they've had in the last 3 years and getting healthy. So
I agree with you, Leo. The only thing is that I agree with what Vinny was saying in the sense of right now I don't know what our offensive identity is. I'm hoping that our offensive identity is going to go back to running the football, but of course that depends on our offensive line. So I think that we got to go and evaluate, see how our offensive line does. If we have to make another move or two to bring in more depth on top of who we drafted for offense, that's going to predicate our whole offense right now. It all comes down to the health of our offensive line. If we can go back to running the ball, we'll be just fine. We have a lot of depth at running back where it doesn't have to be just Saquon. We have Tank Bigsby. We got Damian Pierce, who was a hard runner for Houston. So I think really it all comes down to I'm not worried about our defense at all. But our offensive line is the key to our success of this overall season period. That's my opinion.
That's how I feel about my offense. I'm not really worried about them. I'm worried about the defense and how they're gonna adjust to everything being new and the new players. Like, I'm confident with my offense. Like, especially if we pick the red zone issues, because we were still a top.
Yes, the red zone issues are the biggest thing.
Yeah, I just need
that's the only weakness on the offense.
Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Happy Memorial Day.
Shout out to the new channel member, the Eagles Collective. Thank you, brother. Game time crew. Thank you, Eagles Collective. Thanks, man. Real quick, Linda Conyers with the super chat. How do you guys project to be prepared, and your team was last in 32 turnovers and 133 penalties, leading the league? You need more discipline to compete. Agreed, Linda. We got a lot of work to do. You spell it out. I'm not going to sit here and say that we've done everything because we haven't. Again, everybody knows where I stand. I'm not going to speak for somebody else and how they, I'm a glasses half full guy, but I just want to be in position to make the playoffs, Linda. I think that's realistic. Everything else. Now, I will say this, everybody, before we get the Eagles Collective in here. I will say some of the best teams and years, right, Rob? Like the Nick Foles year, they come out of nowhere. So I am not going to tell my Dallas Cowboys faithful that we can't do it. That's not going to happen because you never know when you can. And it seems like they're doing a lot of good things. Whether it's enough, I don't know. Eagles Collective, what's going on, brother?
Going on? How's everybody doing?
What up, Warren? What up,
Welcome to the family, man. Welcome.
I appreciate it. Glad to be here. What's up, everybody? All familiar faces. But yeah.
Hey, y'all, Warren's in market too.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Yeah, I'm
Nice.
a South
Nice.
Jersey
Yeah,
one.
No. He's in Cowboys market.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. So you in
That's in
Cowboys
Dallas?
market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about
Nice.
20 minutes from the stadium. Yeah.
You got security.
I hear everything. I hear it from the locals. I hear it on here. I hear it on ESPN. So I get it all. But hey,
So Warren, could you tell them what the difference between a Dallas Cowboys fan and the ones that's outside of market?
I think the biggest thing with the Cowboy fans in market is they just want to see success. So they're more of going in. What's the best way to look at it? They're going in more like, okay, let's see what happens.
There's a sense of apathy that's built up.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, we've been disappointed. Let's see what's going to happen this time. Now, I've seen the changes that y'all have made, and I think the defense is going to be better than what it was last year. I don't know how much better it's going to be, especially with Christian Parker being a first-time play caller. Same thing with us with Sean Mannion being a first-time play caller. It's kind of what can we see with these players? Development is the biggest thing. How are we going to develop the players that we got? And I think that's for y'all on defense. How are y'all developing everybody? All these new players that y'all got, all these free agents. What are y'all going to do to keep them and get them at their best? Because with the Eagles, we get everybody at their best, then they go off somewhere else and they don't play as well. So I think that's the biggest thing that I want to see, just on both sides.
Well, we got like one roster spot open for our team, and I think we're probably going to go get a linebacker. I think that's the biggest thing that we need to get. But other than that, I think our defense is full, almost completely full. I feel like
Biggest test is going to be how the locker room, receives CP and how they buy it and how they execute. That's pretty much it. Are they going to be able to? Are they going to be able to play up to his expectations?
Yeah,
that's the bottom line.
That's not going to be a concern. Watch, they're gonna
like him.
They're gonna love him.
Yeah, he's definitely a player's coach. I think the biggest thing that I look at from an Eagles fan having him for 2 to 3 years was we had cornerbacks in our secondary that were supposed to be next man up. Keely Ringo is the one that I'm talking about. So Keely Ringo is supposed to be next man up after Isaiah Rodgers left, after Slay left, and Keely Ringo wasn't that guy. So my fear would be, is he going to develop these players that y'all got right now? Because that's the biggest thing. Is he going to develop them? So I've seen what he's done with Keely Ringo, and to be honest, it's not necessarily a threat on my end. So if y'all would have picked up Clint Hurt, that would have been detrimental.
That would have been a bigger loss. That would have been a bigger loss because you have the tools on your D line where Hurt could elevate them.
That would have been if it was Clint Hurt when y'all throw those CP trolls at us. That's why it don't hurt, because it wasn't Clint that y'all got. Now,
but I also think CP understands that him coming in, that he's picking all the position coaches. I think y'all have a lot of good position coaches, honestly, looking at them. And they do have that development background, being college coaches. So how is that just going to resonate on the field? What's going to truly happen? Like, we don't know what's going to happen with Jalen Hurts and Sean Mannion. From what Sean Mannion said, their relationship is good.
Yeah.
What is it going to be like in 7-8 months? What is it going to look like? What are the Cowboys defense going to look like in 7-8 months? So I think
are you guys going to be okay when shit ain't going good? What do y'all look like? What is Sean Mannion
like
and
last year?
Jalen Hurts like when you're getting blown out or something? What happens? Are you strained? Are y'all stop talking?
Hey, Hallie Pierce, how are you, sweetie?
Well, the thing is that I will say is this: if our defense can understand the scheme by at least week 7 or 8 of the season, I think we'll be good. I think it's going to take them time to know the scheme, because remember, you're not going to know the first week of the year. You're not going to know.
This is what I like.
Week 7 or 8 is probably the best case scenario.
Go ahead, Loyal. Get in there.
This is what I like, and I knock on wood when I say this. We don't have any off-season drama. That's important. Getting everybody at OTAs, getting there, learning the playbook, learning the play calling. Right now, Malcolm Wood again, we don't have that problem. Players are sitting at home or laying on the sidelines, sleeping on the sidelines and stuff like that. We don't have that problem.
Distractions.
So
Yeah.
Right. Facts.
No, that's
Yeah,
good.
Kid Cowboy brings up a good point. If Shoddy only wins 5 to 7 games, I got news for you, Kid Cowboy. If he wins 8 or less, he may not be back. Okay,
Be out of here.
he has to win. Again,
Least
I'm
9.
tired of everybody wanting to put a narrative out there that you have to have a perfect football team to win. Again, you saw last year, you saw teams like New England go from 4 wins to Super Bowl. You saw Chicago Bears go from 4 wins to playoff run. You saw the Seattle Seahawks make a boatload of free agent and draft that they hit on changes that helped them win a Super Bowl. Stop it with the excuses for anybody, but more importantly for this channel, the Dallas Cowboys. No more excuses, okay? Stop it
Shoddy
with
only
the
got 2
excuses.
ways he can go. He can either go. He can either be Jim Mora Jr. and be a bust, or he could be like Kyle Shanahan.
Right.
There's 2 options.
Stop it with the excuses. Sorry, Warren, I muted you. We heard somebody in the background. But yeah, you know, that's how I'm going to proceed. Stop it with the excuses. No more excuses. Okay? Again. Sorry, my dog's just freaked out. But no more excuses. Dallas is in position as much as you can be in position to contend for a division. All right?
Now we just find out what their
Vegas
skills.
tells you there's a 1-game difference, Loyal, between the Eagles and Dallas. That's pretty close.
The hope is that
with the
Dallas
excuses.
Leave those expectations, and the skill set is higher than what they have on some of the players.
You know, are we not excited though? That's the thing.
The expectations is you want to be consistent. You want to be consistent, and at the same time, you don't want to stink. That's what you don't want to be.
Yeah.
You want to be consistent, and you always want to improve as the season goes on.
Exactly.
You know, you have to continue to ascend, because you start getting stagnant or starting to descend. You're as good as not making the playoffs.
You saw it, even though the Eagles won the division last year. You saw it last year where they were good enough to win the division, but they were on the downside heading into the playoffs. They weren't really, I mean, they had won a couple games, but, you know, I know Drew said we're one and done. He was right. They were one and done. You know, again, it's about building momentum and carrying it into the playoff. I'm just tired of the excuses that we have to have a top 5 offense, top 5 defense. No, that's not how it is these days. You have to go win games in the postseason.
Let's use San Francisco as a prime example. They beat the Eagles, and they didn't have
and
half
they
of
got
their
smoked the next week. Did they not?
Yeah, they got smoked the next week.
They got destroyed. But
they got taken out back.
Our problem in that game, in my opinion, Loyal, is I think we were outcoached in that game. We were out schemed. I mean, I don't think they had the better talent. They just had better fucking coaches. They just have better coaches.
Well, that's what scares me about the Rams.
They was able to do what they needed to do.
Right.
So you don't have. I mean, you could. It's possible to win when players are not there. It's just how good is the coaching?
Theo, I want to get Theo in here. I haven't seen Theo in a while. What's up, brother? How you been?
I'm good. How are you, Brian?
I'm good, man. I missed you. We haven't seen you. Everybody's been saying, "Where's Theo? Where's Theo?" I'm like, you know, Theo's a busy man. You're a Detroit Lion fan, correct?
I am.
Please, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about where you sit as a franchise and what you're expecting, because it seems like the spotlight is kind of off you guys a little bit, at least outside of the bubble that is Detroit. It seems like, I mean, what are you looking for this year for the Detroit Lions?
Well, Detroit now is certainly kind of in an awkward position after last year, you know, being 4th in the division, and now recently receiving the easiest schedule in the entirety of the league.
Bingo.
The expectation here in Detroit is anything less of an NFC championship game is a failure. And if we get to the Super Bowl, that's just the icing on top. Because Detroit has consistently proven it does have the talent on both sides of the ball. It's been hampered
Agreed.
by
Agreed.
injuries. It's it's one of those things where Detroit has always been kind of in the playoffs perennially for the last couple of years now, whether being the 1 seed in 24 or being, I think we were the 3 seed in 23, where we did get to that NFC Championship game. Detroit is in a very valuable position now where we're not getting that first place schedule. We're getting a lot of these bum franchises, like we're getting the Cardinals, we're getting the Jets, we're getting a lot of the AFC East.
Miami.
No,
Cowboys.
we don't have the Cowboys this year. Not this year, Leo. We
Good
can't
one, Leo.
continue dropping 50 on them.
Leo. Take it lightly.
That was for D. That was for D.
Good shit, Leo.
I said that for
There
D.
you go, Leo. Lightly. Take it
Yeah,
lightly.
I think a lot of Lions fans at this point were expecting, playoff contention is a demand. It's no longer, it's no longer a hopeful dream. It's a actual requirement for this team. Our offense last year, even under that first-year coordinator of Johnny Morton and having Dan Campbell take over, was still 5th in the league when it comes to points per game and total offense. So the offense, I think, for Detroit is fine. It'll be interesting to see what Drew Petzing does, specifically him being kind of a run-heavy offensive coordinator, which I think will work perfectly with Jahmyr Gibbs. Defense, I think, signing Jack Campbell was probably one of the best decisions we've made. It also kind of has signaled the part 2 of the rebuild here in Detroit for this defense, where our part 1 was the offense, our part 2 will be the defense, getting younger and getting these replacements and backups ready. I think Detroit is in a very nice position coming into the offseason. I think I think most of our division rivals are going to have that down year. I do not expect Chicago to win this division. I think Detroit will take it back, but I do expect a dogfight between us and Chicago for it. Like I said it on Leo's channel, I think 2 live streams ago. I think probably the only teams that Detroit will probably, drop the ball for are probably the Pats and probably splitting with the Bears this year. Simply because Ben Johnson, I know him, I love him, but I know he's going to want to break that 4-game losing streak against Detroit right now. And if he doesn't do it on Thanksgiving, he'll certainly do it when we have to head to Chicago back in week 17. So I think Detroit's in a marvelous position to do what it does best, and it's play hard-nosed football and, clear a path for its ascension into the playoffs. Now, if we get to having either the 1 seed or the 2 seed, wherever the NFC North falls in the top 4 rankings, I think Detroit will be fine there. I'm also fine with, leaving room for error. So like my bare minimum for this team would be 12-5, simply because there are some teams that could sneak up on us. Like I'm looking at Atlanta, I'm looking at, some of these teams that we're not totally expecting here. But yeah, I think Detroit is in a marvelous position right now. And look, easiest schedule or not,
Disagree,
you have to
Drew.
play.
So you think your guys are going to sweep the Packers?
Yeah, I
I
think the
do.
Packers have a down year, Drew. Drew's not hugging on the Packers. I don't buy the Packers this year. I don't. I think the Packers are in for a rude awakening. I think it will be the Detroit Lions and the Bears, Theo, vying for the division. Your thoughts?
I agree. Look, I respect the Packers. I respect what Matt LaFleur's doing over there. The Vikings are
Drew's a
always
big
kind of a
time Michael
wild
fan,
card.
so I know.
The Vikings are always going to be a wild card, but I do believe it will solely rest between the Bears and the Lions this year. I don't look. I think the Packers certainly have a roster to compete for the division. I just don't know. There's so many unknowns with the Packers now, especially losing a lot of their heavier receiver core and trying to replace them within the draft. We don't know how those are going to work out. Romeo Dobbs going to the Patriots, that's not exactly the greatest move for Green Bay. And then you've got Micah out with that ACL tear, so he's going to be out for, a significant chunk of training camp or, possibly even the season. Now, I think Detroit will probably catch the Packers in the off year. I think we'll probably sweep them because the Packers sweeping us last year was an insult beyond all insults. The Vikings sweeping us last year was, damn near heretical here in Detroit. So it's certainly, I think Detroit's going to come back with revenge for this division crown and retake the North, and then playoff contention, we'll see who's there, and we'll kind of go from there.
All right. I like it. Eagles Collective.
Yeah, lose to the Cowboys.
Who said that? Who said that?
Marcus.
Marcus.
I did.
Go ahead,
Hey,
brother.
Marcus.
Respond, brother. I don't think we play them.
We don't.
No.
For once.
This year. Hey, Marcus, Jalen Brunson's getting it done, though. I'll tell you that,
yeah,
Marcus.
man. I'm so happy right now. That's why I have hope for the Cowboys, because the Knicks came out of nowhere. So maybe the
No, but
Cowboys
the
can
Knicks
do
were in
the
the
thing.
Eastern Conference Finals last year, so you knew they were going to improve.
But they were trash, like, early on. They had a lot of issues, man. They got it together, though.
Yeah.
Especially Bridges. Yeah. Bridges stepped up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, guys. Get in here.
Oh, I was wondering. Like, okay, was this
So I do have a question here for the Cowboys faithful. So I'm looking at your schedule, and it's not exactly the prettiest sight I've seen,
No.
in a while.
Brutal.
When do you think, like, during the regular season will be CP's first test of this defense? Like, the first kind of real live fire test against a team that is absolutely a threat. Because I'm thinking it's going to be that Baltimore game in Brazil.
I think the Texans are going to give us a.
That's a good question.
Yeah, Texas. Yeah.
I think it starts week 1.
You're right
The
about that.
Giants, you can't fall asleep on them either. I mean, they do got Abdul Carter. Now they added Arvell Reese to the equation, and you got Burns. So I don't know how good the secondary is. Though,
Yeah, I'm not sleeping on our first 2 games. But
I believe
really
they'll,
look at Baltimore.
they'll pressure the shit out of us, though.
Yeah.
I was going to say Seattle. That would be our biggest test because
And then we're in Seattle,
Seattle,
too.
That preseason
I
game
just
against-
think you have to focus on what's ahead, and the Giants is what's ahead week 1. So what you're going to see in preseason is a little bit of installments and things like that, but week 1 is going to be our test because that's going to show us where we're at. And it's going to take a little while to get some continuity. We're going to have bumps and speed bumps, and it's probably going to be by week 7 that maybe we even gel.
I just don't think week 1 is going to be like the focal point. Like, I don't think we're going to know our scheme until like week 7 or 8. That's what I think. You're not gonna know this week of the season.
That's what I said. It's gonna be week 1.
I do want to kind of expand on that point a little bit, Dan, because you did say it. I think certainly that defense will be tested thoroughly up until week 7, certainly, because you've got Commanders, Giants, Ravens, Ravens, Texans, Buccaneers, and Packers. Those are some pretty high quality offenses right there that you've got to stop. So I think that's a good grinding stone for CP to get, those that defense square. I certainly will give you that. However, the reason I asked this question is you're going into the league with some of these high-powered offenses. We don't know about the Giants just yet. We don't know about the Commanders just yet. And I do understand the point of, the Giants will be the first actual test. But I'm looking at Baltimore under, because you've got Lamar and you've got Derrick Henry. So I think you need to I think those first 2 games will kind of be sort of that malaise of trying to, starting to put things together. But I think that week 3 game against Baltimore, if you lose it, I think there's a lot of lessons you can take from that. Because if you can't stop King Henry, you can't be stopping a lot of these other running backs. And King Henry has proven last year that he can be stopped. So that's why I asked this question, because I know you're excited about CP, but I'm also wondering.
In an all
where
around
do you think
aspect,
that
I could
Fulmer-
agree with that on what team, that is more offensively, superior in a certain way. I get your point there. And that is a test there.
To
You're
Logan Motorsports' point, Cowboys will finish second in the East. I don't have a problem with that as long as it means we're in the playoffs, Logan. Again, I told Rob this. I told everybody. Again, I'm not guaranteeing nothing. The goal is always to win the East, but I think Dallas fans need to realign their expectations. We need to make the playoffs. Okay, they can have. I'm talking as a Cowboy fan. Just make the playoffs. The Cowboys can wear the Carpe Omnia, seize everything, win 7 games. I don't care about your slogans. I need you to make the playoffs. And then once you're in the playoffs, we talked about it. There's only one team that gets a bye anymore, and it sucks. I hate that. But if you're not the number 1 seed, you got to go on the road. All right, Dak, there you go, brother. There it is. Go get it done. Cement your legacy, make your legacy, whatever you want to do. That's what it's all about. That's the only thing. And Joe agrees. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Dallas is not making the playoffs.
I think
of course,
any
Eagle
fan
Drill
base
will
does
say
release
that. That fits with your narrative, brother. But when we win the division and you shit the bed, possibly, there is that chance. Then you're going to what? You got lucky? I mean, you're going to lucky us, or we injured? That's why I say, Drew, no excuses as we start in the beginning. No excuses. Regardless. No excuses. Just make the playoffs, make it happen, right?
Man, everybody's got a chance.
That's all you can ask for. And I'm not trying to troll. I'm just saying, no excuses, people. Dak Prescott fans, I'm tired of hearing about the excuses, Loyal. I'm tired of it.
Game time.
You hear that, Mark? You hear that, Mark?
Yeah, game time. You know my theory on you've heard me express my theory on what happens after the end of a season deemed not good or whatever. I want to know activity.
Bingo.
I don't know if last year we got bounced out of the first round. We only had 11. We won 11 games, and our O-line was banged up. Okay. That's the what is. Now what I want to know at the end of last year was what's the activity? Did the team, did the organization,
A lot of activity. Whether it's good or not, we don't know.
As a whole, do things to address what was obvious in terms of what was wrong last season. Why we weren't successful, because for us, our standards are way up here, especially after a couple of years.
That's how it works, though, Leo.
Right. And so what I think is, in my opinion, when I look at it in with those parameters, I look at what Dallas did and I go, okay, activity wise, looks like it was some pretty good activity. You know what I'm saying? Now, just like you and just like me, all I want is activity. Will it work? I don't know, but did you do something? Shit. You know what I'm saying? God damn it, did you do something? Do something. Don't
style
just
over substance. Substance
right.
over,
Best move is the one not made.
Right.
So
exactly.
Watch what you move.
You guys did go out and get a receiver.
Well, listen, this is the thing, Loyal. Go ahead. You go, Loyal, then I'll follow you. I don't want to get Eagles Collective in here.
I'm just saying that Howie is thinking outside the box. He's thinking that,
he's ahead of the curve, Loyal.
AJ Brown. So we need to go get a receiver. ASAP.
Now we could, Loyal. Me and you could sit here and say
that's what shocked me the most, because I'm like, damn.
Me and you could say, Loyal, that they went out and got crazy eyes. I mean, Mekhi Lemon. I like Mekhi Lemon, but at least you got to give them credit for hitting, like acknowledging what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
and addressing the problem, right? Eagles Collective.
Right.
Yeah. No, I agree with y'all. I think
I mean, you know what I
one
mean?
thing
That's all
I've
you can
been
do. It's all you can ask
yeah
for.
one thing that I've been always telling Leo and even Rob's heard it. I think with the development of Jalen Hurts, we haven't been able to develop him in 2 seasons. If you really
Agreed.
sit and think about it,
Agreed.
you haven't been able to develop him. I think removing AJ Brown from just removing him will help develop Jalen Hurts just because everybody knew what was going to happen. When you see AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon, teams knew how to stop that, and they knew what the best move was. I think bringing in Lemon, Hollywood Brown, Wicks, even Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stowers.
you still got
Stowers.
Cooper. Yeah, Stowers. You still got
Over the
Cooper.
middle.
You still got
Dallas got it.
Frank Bigsby.
Yep.
Yeah, Dallas Goddard. You got all these other players to where now we have options. And
Well,
I
what it
think-
is,
Yeah,
Warren,
and I
didn't mean to cut you off, but it's addition by subtraction.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's exactly what we're trying to do. So I think that takes away the predictability of our offense because you really don't know who's going to get the ball.
Yeah.
It could be a lemon game. It
Well,
can be a
Warren, this is why I was telling everybody. My partner, Primetime Phil, he don't like when I say this, but he was the backup quarterback at Oregon, the University of Oregon. So he has skins on the wall. He knows. He said the best thing that could happen to Jalen Hurts is for him to get comfortable working under center, because what that does is it gets you in rhythm faster as a quarterback. Just your footwork alone will get you in rhythm. It'll allow you to see the middle of the field better. As opposed to sitting back in the gun. And I get it, for the novices out there, we sit there, we can see the field easier being in the gun. But I think Jalen is at a crossroads, right? Eagles Collective. He's at a crossroads where he could either go with the flow and try. Now, I did hear that they're going to cater the West Coast to him. So it ain't going to be a full-blown West Coast. But I think under center can only help him. Am I right, or am I just...
I think at the end of the day, like I said, it's more of development for Jalen Hurts at this point. I don't think it's a shit or get off the pot type season. I don't think that's what he's up against right now. I think it's simply what drives our quarterback is doubt. Like when other teams doubt him, when other people doubt him, that's when he plays his best.
Mm-hmm.
So with him being named the most hated player, with the speculations that came out from unknown sources, all that stuff is what's going to fuel him. So
Hopefully.
I think, I truly believe that's his character. Like that's how he's built. So I don't think he's going to get worse from it. We can probably all agree we will see a lot more passing. We will see a lot more interceptions. But with that, we're going to see progression out of it. I think Jalen Hurts' best season was 23. The only reason 23 didn't look good was our defense wasn't there and he was high on interceptions. So if we can get something like that 23 Jalen Hurts, I think we'll be in a good spot, especially with the receivers that we have. We don't have slouches at the end of the day. Like we didn't pick up slouches. So
Actually, Warren, I kind of like that 22 season when Steichen was here because, I mean, that first game he threw 3 touchdowns to AJ in that Lions game. He also threw those 3 touchdowns to AJ in that Pittsburgh game. He really thrived in 22, but then again, you had a happy AJ where it wasn't force feeding, it was just organic. In 23, he was good too, just a lot of turnovers, but I love the way he took chances. Since then, I think like we saw it in Hard Knocks where as Brian calls him Dracula, we just get too conservative when it comes to turning the ball over. You know, his philosophy is when we win the turnover battle, we're like 43-2 or some shit like that.
Yep.
You know, so now that AJ's gone, or at least we think he's going to be gone next week. You know, I think what it is he's not force feeding anybody. I think Jalen's going to go out there and organically just get the ball to the open receiver, not having to worry about feelings, nobody's feelings being hurt of not getting enough touches because Devontae is not that guy to be bitching about that. He's just a team player, which makes him my favorite Eagle because he's just a team player. He don't give a shit how it's done. So as long as we win, I think it's just going to make and help Jalen thrive to be a good quarterback and starting to develop the way that he deserved to be developed these last 2 years that he didn't get the development that he needed.
No, I agree with you. Like you said that very well. I just think Devontae and Jalen Hurts. We've always known that's the two. That's the team right there. Like Jalen Hurts and Devontae. So I think Devontae understands that he's going to be playing a bigger role, so he's preparing for that too. So I don't think people are going. As an Eagles fan, I'm not going in worried. I'm going in more confident, and I'm going in curious of what this team is, what this offense is truly going to look like. And I think Sean Mannion is probably the best person for Jalen to help develop him and get him to that next level. The best thing you can do is have somebody that's already won a Super Bowl and knows what it's like and knows what that path takes and knows what it takes. So I think we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to.
I like that all the teams are starting to get much improved, and it makes for fun. 'Cause it's boring when another team's blowing another team out. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
definitely
Yeah.
exciting. You know, it's basically an exciting season. We'll see how it
Yeah,
pans
the
out.
only fun time when you're blowing somebody out is if it's a division rivals.
Right.
That's the only fun time.
Right.
No, facts. And like I said, I like this defense. And if we just have safety to worry about as a position, it might go to Marcus Epps or it might go to any. It's up for anybody. For us to still have the defense where it's at right now, that gives the offense time to develop, get better, make the mistakes, and all that. We just can't rely on the defense this whole season. That's the only.
Right.
We can't have those 3 and outs, man. It just puts too much on that defense, and they're gassed by the time that fourth quarter comes around because they're just on the field too damn much. We got to sustain drives.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how injured our center was.
Yeah.
all season.
Cam Jurgens.
Yeah, I didn't realize Cam was hurt like that. Like that's.
Well,
and then he's still going out there to play. Same thing
Yeah.
with Landon Dickerson.
Yeah.
Well,
Losing Lane
that's
three-
for the
8
thing with
games.
the big boys in the middle. They're
Yeah.
very good at concealing injuries like that.
Well,
Yeah, they want to go out there. They want to play with their team. They want to help win. So,
Well, I like you guys know. I rely heavily on those in that aspect on what Eugene tells us, Eugene Monroe. Because he actually had those procedures. He got the platelet, the platelets, the blood transfusion thing or whatever.
Mhm.
He went and did exactly as they did, and he told me, he was like, bro, it put years on his career. He's like, that's how he got his big contract.
Yeah.
Just because he went and got that done, it was like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he played at a pretty high level. But I keep pointing out the fact that these guys are coming off the longest amount of rest that they've had in 3 years, because they've played a lot of football over the last 3 years. So getting bounced out of the first round like we did may actually have been a blessing in disguise, just because it got them off their feet. And as I look at guys, like I'm looking at Lane, he looks good. You know what I'm saying? I have not seen anything. Only thing I seen on Cameron was at the wedding and at the softball game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I also know that Landon is one of those boring types, because he's just heavily invested in his zero-turn lawnmower, from what I understand.
Exactly. He loves that lawnmower.
Yeah,
bro.
he do. You know what I'm saying?
He loves that lawnmower.
He loves it, and it's just like, okay, I like boring. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay
No,
boring.
and for him to cut his contract like that, he basically got a year taken off his contract and took a pay reduction.
Who are we talking about?
We need to have somebody like sitting back there to take his place.
Landon Dickerson.
Okay.
Yeah, Landon Dickerson.
Yeah, like Game Time, you live down there where they live at. He like real heavy into his zero-turn lawnmower. Have you seen his videos?
Oh yeah.
He loves it.
And so I'm saying, I'll take that. If that's boring, if that's all we got, that I'll take it. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But these guys are coming off of their longest amount of rest, and I know someone who had the same procedures, that went through the same procedure that him and Cam Jurgens went through with the blood transfusion and stuff.
Yeah. Linda Conyers says Cooper DeJean will only play safety and base, which only is 25% of snaps. And that's what I said regarding Dallas's linebackers. Everybody's up in arms about we need to get another linebacker. Again, we went out and traded for D. Winters. Again, we have Overshown. We have a bunch of bodies. In base, we're only going to be playing base 25% of the time, which means you're going to be in nickel most of the time, which means 2 linebackers. So, again, as much as we want linebackers, I get it, everybody. Everybody wants the next big name. The facts of the matter is the way the NFL is played, Leo, is it's about defending the pass, which means less linebackers on the field. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean,
but
everybody could use extra linebackers. Okay.
Are y'all comfortable with the linebackers y'all have?
Yeah, with D. Winters, that was a big deal. D. Winters had over 100 tackles last year. D. Winters is playing for a contract, local guy. He fits what Christian Parker's trying to do. Overshown needs to stay healthy. When healthy, he's very, very good.
Agreed.
So in 75% of the snaps, those are going to be your linebackers. Outside of that, there's many names that we have on the roster. And kind of like to Leo's point when we were talking about Louis T, when he was talking about all the moves they did, there's a lot of moves Dallas did that people aren't really, it's not like front page headlines. And I mean, you'll see. That's all I could say. I think we're fine. In a base 3-4 Eagles collective, could we use another linebacker? Sure, we could. And there's there's plenty out there. That's the thing. I had brought this up when I started the live stream that
there's still a
free
big linebacker
agencies,
market.
There's a lot of everything out there. If you need something, it's out. But the NFL has turned over a new leaf where they're going to go with their young guys until they see further notice. They're going to go into the training camp. They're going to see how it's working out. They're going to know. They're going to know right away if they need a linebacker or not, or God forbid they suffer an injury. And then thankfully, there's a lot out there. Linda Conyers with the super chat. Winters is not a 3-4 linebacker. You need another one. Again, Linda, I think he's fine for what they're going to want to do, or they wouldn't have traded
so
for
damn
him.
knowledgeable. God, Linda, you're awesome. You and
she-
D know your shit. You and
That's a
D know
bird
your
section
shit.
elder. Linda Conyers, Warren McKee, Theo. You're talking to 3 bird section elders, Rob. You know what it is.
Well,
Damn.
that's the only thing that the Cowboys really need to address is just another linebacker. If they're going to go into
they will.
Find another corner.
That's the only important need in that regard.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. This corner for me.
But overall,
agree.
I like the makeup of what Christian Parker is doing. I like the fact that our coaches are young. They're developmental. I mean, we're going to have a defense this year, hopefully, but it's probably going to be an up and down season.
So Dan, what is your thoughts on Durant? Because to me, one of your guys in the chat mentioned that we got Durant, we'll be all right.
I like
And
Kobe
to me,
Durant.
but see, to me, it's like if McVay is passing on him and willing to give up draft capital
Really,
to upgrade that
James,
position, I
Really?
don't really know if Durant is the guy.
For me,
What
I like Kobe
Really,
Durant,
James,
but again, at the same time,
What?
I mean, our secondary has kind of been overhaul. I think we still got Bland, we still got Rebel, we still got Carson, we still
What I
got
do, Leo?
Butler.
What's up? What I do?
Y'all see this? Y'all see this? This our uniforms?
Who?
You see our uniform? That's the uniform.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Really,
yeah.
game time?
That was a while. I put that up early on. You're just now noticing.
Damn, we know what you're doing, bro. That's been up for the last hour.
Come on, you threw me off for a second.
I just realized, I thought that was a person. I was
Here
like,
you go. Here you go. All right, how about this? Why don't I put Skinny Jaden up? Here you go, Skinny Jaden.
Fucking game time.
So I have a question. So I know y'all brought in Adoree Jackson. For somebody that understands what Christian Parker is trying to do on his defense, especially on the secondary,
Good question.
why not bring him in and maybe not start? I'm not saying start or anything like that. Why not just bring him in to help out your starting corners or other players on the team to kind of meet Christian Parker's expectation?
Yeah, it's a good question. And they brought him in. maybe for a look-see, and I wouldn't rule out a possible signing in training camp. But I think, Christian Parker again. Yeah, they brought in Darian Kendrick. They brought in Kobe Durant, who. This is a positive for Dallas fans watching this. The fact that Dallas is bringing in somebody less than 6'1.5", as far as the cornerback, it's about football players, is it not? It's about football players. And I will go back to Reed Blankenship, who the Eagles just lost. Reed Blankenship was a football player in the mold of guys who play special teams and are hard-nosed players. Is he the fastest? Is he the tallest? But he's a good football player, and I'm glad that Dallas is really looking into football players rather than, well, they have to have this size hands, this long of arms. You know what I mean? It gets old after a while. You're passing on T.J. Watt because he don't fit the scheme, and we're going to go out and get Taco Charlton. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like ridiculous. That's kind of how I feel about it. I'm not going to elevate Kobe Durant, but he played in the playoffs last year. He had a pick in the playoffs. He's a competent corner that can play the outside boundary corner. I'm happy about that. Is he the end-all, be-all? No. And to Rob A's point, that's the area, not linebacker, that I'm concerned about. Right, Rob?
Yeah. I would definitely be concerned about a corner.
Yeah, and that's obvious.
And game time, CP has a type for a type of player that you'll learn. Like, it seems to me like.
Well, you see what's in there now. That's basically CP's guys, and they're not the biggest of guys, right?
Yeah, they're players. Yeah.
They're players.
Right.
So
They're
there
players.
you go. I like that. Opens up a whole window of opportunity. Go ahead. Sorry, Leo.
No. It's and I've made this point to Dan before. All you guys need is just 2 years to figure out exactly that type. Because again, one thing that, and Warren's harped on this, and it's true. And shout out to Fells for bringing this up as well, which is player development. You know what I'm saying? Over multiple years. That's part of what goes into, for me, when I say good act. It looks like the activity has been good because it looks like y'all setting things up so that guys pretty much kind of grow up together under the same system for a couple of years. That was the way, like if you look at the way the approach the Eagles did was they brought a bunch of guys who had played together who had continuity from one school, the Georgia guys.
And even Alabama.
Like you had a bunch of guys who came, and they all they all knew how to work around each other. What I'm saying is, it looks to me like there's a version of that in terms of from the coaching staff that will be able to develop guys. The question is, will the organization allow these guys to go beyond just 1 year if you don't get what you want year one? And that's the part that, it's like, oh man, like when I realized CP was going to Dallas, I was like, man, are they going to give him a chance?
Yeah, it's the old do I want the instant gratification of the wins now, or do I want sustained success over many years?
Right.
I'd much rather take the sustained success.
Right.
It's easy.
We saw it in Detroit.
Yeah, right, Theo.
Detroit is a case example of this.
Yeah.
When Dan Campbell got here, we were dog shit. Let's be frank here. We was ass. And look, his first year here, we went 3-13. It was a horrible year. But when you hit on the draft, when you develop players well, like we have Tashard Choice as our running backs coach, who coached both Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs, whether it be at Georgia Tech or at Texas.
Yeah.
I think when you have those coaches that know these players and know what they are fully capable of, I think you'll be in a very astute position. Now, as far as addressing cornerbacks, because that's an area that Detroit has had problems with as well, and I think for any team in the league, cornerback is one of the, and DBs in general, have the highest attrition rate on defenses. They are the ones that are always going to get hurt. You don't really see it with linebackers as much. You don't really see it with your defensive tackles as much. but it's always going to be those corners that are going to be either somehow getting hurt or something has gone wrong. I think the way the Cowboys have it now, I think you've got one starter, and then you've got a bunch that should kind of be reserved somewhere else. But I think the way that you mold that is you kind of have to take a page out of the book of Detroit in week 6 last year, where none of our starting corners were out.
I'm dropping out, guys. Have a great night. Theo,
Yep.
take care,
See
buddy.
you, Bob.
Sam,
Bye.
have a good one.
See you, Rob.
Later, guys.
Take it easy, Rob.
I think if you look at the Lions Buccaneers game, I think if you have that coaching staff and you've got those corners believing in themselves, whether they be on the bench or whether, they be starters, I think you can very much turn this into a very capable defense. Probably not, I wouldn't say top 15 as of yet, because you still have quite a bit of work to do. But I think there's certainly the possibility that you can not be the 31st ranked defense in the league. I think you could probably get up there, either high 20s or possibly low teens. I think there's a lot of room for improvement here in Dallas, or down there in Dallas, I should say. I'm not there. But I certainly think you need to have that mentality of we need that sustained success rather than that instant gratification. Because the instant has proven for the last 31 years that it's not going to work. So I think there's been an attitude change, especially on this defense, where we need that sustained success. So I think you guys certainly can be a contender. Probably not this year, but next year, certainly.
All right. Well, I think Saban is happy on the analysis table. I don't know much on Day. Troy Hagan. Yeah, Ryan Day, a kid Cowboy brings him up. Could happen, 5-7 wins. If Dallas wins 5-7, Shoddy's gone, everybody. I think Dallas will win around 9, 10, 11, somewhere in that area. I don't know exactly where, but that's where they can land. We'll see where everybody else in the NFC East lands. D, you're hanging out. Any final words before we get out of here on this Memorial Day?
Yes, I'm looking forward to football. I'm ready for it to come back. I'm just waiting. But I'm looking
Aren't we all?
to hear the things come out of it and see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Want to really make this
we
roster.
all have a sick addiction to this sport.
For real.
Loyal Cowboy.
Yeah, I'm with D on that. It's been boring. Weekends aren't the same without football. I'm not a big basketball fan, so I don't really watch basketball. Football's where it's at.
And Warren.
No, I appreciate y'all having me on. Yeah, I'm kind of with y'all. Just ready for football season. You can only talk about what's expected and what your team is going to do for so long. We kind of just need to see it in action now. So once we see it, it'll kind of prove our points or prove some of us wrong. So waiting for it.
Exactly. And I'll reach out to you. I'm going to do another clash in a couple of weeks. I'll reach out to you to represent the Birds. That would be great, Bill.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that will be awesome. And that's it, everybody. Theo, thanks, brother, for returning your triumphant return. I appreciate it. At the end of the day, people, it's about football. But on Memorial Day, it's about honoring the people that we've lost. And again, I always point out, if you look behind me, there's a flag there on the far left. I have multiple people in my family who've lost their life defending our freedoms, and I won't make any excuses for it. And this is why we all have opinions. There's no right opinions or wrong opinions. They're just opinions, and thank God that we have we have the opportunity to voice our opinion. So I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody else. Anybody else want to get in here? Oh, Leo, go ahead, brother. Any final words before we get out of here? I forgot you came.
I just want to say once again, hail to the victorious dead, to all who paid the ultimate sacrifice so that we can live the current life that we live now. And those who are currently serving in this time at this time, we thank you for your service and your sacrifice. We also thank your families for their service and sacrifice, because I know personally you do not do this alone. Those people do it with you. They're not easily identifiable because they don't wear the uniform and such. But just know that, as someone who's done it before a number of times, I am also thinking about their families and thanking them for their service, and also for our Gold Star families. So your Gold Star families are people whose household has someone who they lost at a time of war, and your Blue Star families is a household that actually has someone who's currently active duty in the military. So thank you to all those people. This day is all about you. We would not be able to do the things that we do had you not do what you do. That's it.
All right,
Go Birds.
Thank you, and thank you for the panel. Thank you for everybody watching. Just grab a beer and relax and enjoy the rest of the day.
Live. That's why they sacrifice. Live. Go live.
Yep. Please hit the like button, and I'll talk to everybody later. Peace.
Yeah.
Bye, D. See you.
Bye.
Bye.